Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob, and we're going to play some more Elder Scrolls today, surprise. We're continuing with a last stream's playthrough where we stopped at the end of day 7 of our campaign, playing as a Dragon Knight, Argonian, two-handed, heavy armor combating speech person. Yeah, that's the official class name, the official character name, fully laid out for you. Yeah, we had a good time yesterday. Traveling the lands, getting help from the chat, picking some dice that I maybe wouldn't have chosen. Running with the, what guild were we again? The Circle of Champions. So we're continuing with basically halfway through our first session. Yeah, we take our sweet time here. It's fun getting back into this game. But we're going to continue on and try to complete that session today. And then we'll schedule a stream in the future to continue the campaign, assuming it does continue. We don't just like autofill. I don't think we will for any reason, but you never know. Maybe that final encounter just gets us, but I think we're doing okay. So I do appreciate the help, appreciate the comments. There's some funny comments and some informational comments on the last stream, which we talked about yesterday, comparing Too Many Bones to Elder Scrolls, why people like one versus the other. There's some good information there if you were like on the fence or deciding on one versus the other, to keep one or to like get Elder Scrolls if you only own Too Many Bones, stuff like that. Some good information from what I read yesterday. I think there's even more comments that were left on the video today, but I did not have a chance to look at them yet. But yeah, some good stuff there. Thank you all who left comments on that video. Thanks for the likes on the video too, or the stream, I should say. Now it's a video. I don't know, it's a streaming video that's now archived. Whatever. But thank you for clicking the like button on that. It had quite a few likes. I appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. It's officially afternoon for 3 minutes for me so far. And yeah, hope you guys are having a good weekend too, Minion saying. Yeah, yesterday was like a rainy, overcast, kind of garbage day. Very cool here. Today it's kind of cool, but the sun's out, so that's nice. So hopefully after the stream, my daughter wants me to get out and put out the patio furniture, so and do some weed killing. So that should be fun, getting outside and seeing the sun. I don't know what that looks like or feels like, but we'll find out later today, I guess. But yeah. Should be good. Yeah. All right. I guess we just continue. Boom. Here we are. So, we were at the start of day 8. So I've increased the dial to 8. We're at 9 XP. And we're just going to travel to where we need to hit by. Oh, Mark C's been a member for 32 months. Jeez Louise. I slammed that like button a random number of times. Hope that's good enough to give you that good like feeling. It's like random if it's like activated or not activated. I like that. It's like that 50-50 odds, like rolling a die every time on the like button. I'm down with that. That works for me. Google's like, what the hell's wrong? Someone's having like a seizure. This user's having a seizure on the like button right now. You may have paramedics called to your house by the Google AI. Jess, how's it going? Hope you're having a good weekend. How's it going? Let's hope it wasn't an even number. I mean, if he does it consistently on each video, it's like a 50-50 shot that the video gets a like kind of thing over time, I guess. Statistically speaking, right? Unless he's doing it to like the same song every time in his head, like, you know, then it might end up on the same result every time, and hopefully that's a good one. Hey, Beth. Okay, so day 8. We are trying to get to Camlorn, which Camlorn is here. And actually, we can hold this up. So yeah, Camlorn is 1, 2, 3 away. So I mean, we can just travel there, right? Oh, you click it to Baby Shark. Oh, okay. Oh God. All right. Okay. All right. Don't get in my head. Don't get in my head. Don't get in my head. All right. So I think we could just go there. Wait, Camlorn was by day 4. What are we doing? I'm reading the wrong one. Yeah, we were beyond this. I went to the wrong page. But it doesn't change much, I don't think. Unless we traveled in the wrong direction. Yeah, this one's by day 8. Oh, Stormhelm. Stormhelm? Yeah, which is up here. Same distance. Yeah. I thought so. I thought we were going there when I was looking at it this morning. Okay. Yeah. Stormhelm. Initiate the following clash. Recommend by day 8. Only deploy enemies that, yeah, same business. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let's just travel there right now. So 1, 2, 3. Ugh. All right. And I think that is all. So now we're going to set up this encounter, which doesn't have an entry tile. I'll just put that over here. Only deploy enemies to hexes 1 through 4. So we're on 9 XP. Oh, geez. So that is, we're going to have a 5. Yeah, it is increasing in difficulty for sure. Okay, let's mix these guys up. Well, I'm trying to get into gameplay faster on streams that are like the second, third, whatever episode. Every now and then, though, on a weekend, you guys know, anyone who follows us through multiple campaigns like Frosthaven, Iridia, whatever, Fateforge. When a weekend happens, we'll be sitting here with Mel, and then we'll just be like, you know what? We don't have the pressure of like, it's late at night for us playing the game, and you know, or Kyle's here, and we're trying to like make sure he can get out back to his family at a decent time. He's got to work the next morning. But on a weekend, it's like more chill. But I figured I know it wasn't slow yesterday, but I figured we just get right into it as like, this is basically a continue of yesterday's stream. I would have done it yesterday. I just didn't want to stream that long. I'm trying something different with this game. I'm just going to try to do like, stop when I feel like it. And not make the campaign so locked in rigid as like, one stream is session 1, one stream is session 2, one stream is session 3. Don't want to do that. I want to just play it whenever I want to play it. So that way it can fit into like 2 to 3 hour windows, maybe 4 hour windows, wherever I want. And we just stop, even if it's in the middle of a session, just at the start of the next session, we've like played 1 or 2 days, stop there if it just makes sense, until we just finish it. That's what I want to do. I'm just going to try that out with this one, because games like, let's say Iridia, we just played. I know I keep bringing that one up, but that's the most recent one in memory. But there was another game we played too that just like lets you save whenever you want. And it was very nice playing those campaign games. Just, it worked perfect for our schedule, like where a weeknight we can't play as long. A weekday I can play a certain amount of time. If I play in an afternoon and we're streaming later in the evening, I have a deadline, right? To like clean up and set up for the next stream and that kind of stuff. So playing a campaign game the same way I would play it off stream, where I just stop whenever I feel like it, like, oh, I have an hour. Normally I wouldn't set up a campaign game to play it, right? You wouldn't either. But when it's already on the table and it's still in the same state, and you can just sit down for 1 hour and play it, it now breaks down that barrier of entry that a lot of these big giant games have. And I'm trying to fix that for myself, because they become, it's like a huge roadblock, and I sometimes resent wanting to play them if it involves all the setup, getting it out, relearning it, like adding cards to decks, shuffling cards to decks, cleaning up after. There's like so much work to it, right? And not to mention, if you do a full session, sometimes those are, especially if me, who likes to sit there and analyze every decision, discuss it out loud, you know, hang out with chat and all that, it can be really long. And like when the stream ends, it's like, sometimes I'm sitting here for like 30 to 45 minutes, cleaning up, putting it away, transferring it off the table, setting up the next game, rearranging cameras and lights. Like, it's not just when the stream is live. So like, then sometimes some games I just don't want to play. I don't want to stream them, or I just get resentful of them that I'm still here. I've been like basically at the table an hour before stream, all stream, and then it's getting to the end of stream and I'm still not done. It's like sometimes I'm just like, this game like just takes too long. And then you see me, I get like pissy with it sometimes, and I start getting mad at the game. But like if I just treat it the way I would without cameras rolling, where I just like, there's no pressure. I can set up the game, get into it, play for like 1 hour of playing it, and just, there's no pressure, so I can just like walk away. And it stays on that table and nobody touches it, doesn't get messed up. We don't have pets running around, no little babies running around, nothing like that. And I have extra tables, So the games just stay there and it doesn't interrupt what else is going on. So I'm trying to approach this the same way those other games that respect your time and let you save whenever. Because those are great for when you have like groups that can, you know, with families and stuff that only, oh, I can only come over and game, but only on this day and only for a couple hours. It's like, well, that cancels out this game, this game, this game, this game. And when they're not consistent. But if you make the game playable for your convenience, like, and it can fit into any time window, any commitment, you know, that's where I like can enjoy any game I want. And that's what I'm trying to do with this game, is treat it like the same way Iridia was, where you can just play whenever and save whenever. And there's a lot of games that we played that are like that more nowadays, where like Fate Forge, I remember Chronicles of Khan, that was like, you know, you could play like the story bits and then a session and like it's done in like an hour and a half, and you're like, well, I could play a little bit more. And you could play a story beat section and then just like pause there. And now it's like a 2 hour, 3 hour session. Like whatever, you could be a 1 hour game to like a 5 hour game, you choose. And which I appreciated very much. There was like basically save spots, it felt like roughly every hour, but you could make it even more if you wanted. And that's why I'm approaching this game. So I'm getting right into the play, big long-winded answer, but this is like behind the scenes where I'm kind of thinking with this game is like, I'm just gonna get into it, play it however I want, pause it, walk away, continue later. It's not that hard for me to move this game off the table in progress, put it back on. And I do have toppers I can put over it, and we can play on top too, so we don't mess with it. Yeah. So that's why I'm doing it. But I just figured I'd get right into it. Try to have like shorter streams, even though my session, if you add it all up, I might take 6 hours to play one session. I don't care, but I'd rather do that 6 hours over 2 streams instead of 1. And just see how I feel after. It's kind of like an experiment is what I'm doing right now. For my own sanity. There you go. Not that I couldn't play this for 6 hours today. I probably could be fine. But then I'll start making more mistakes. Especially when I'm not like so locked in on the rules with this game yet. I'm like trying to ease my way into it. But yeah, no complaints from me. Yeah, but that's why. That's the whole reason. It's like, I figured for the second stream, let's just get into business, go with it. We could stop like this and chat throughout it still. It's all good. It doesn't have to be right at the beginning. And we don't have to set up, right? I'm not sitting here like creating a character and all that and polls and things halfway through. So, all right, there you go. So now we're really getting into the gameplay now. So there you go, Jess. Now we didn't rush. We didn't rush. Okay, so we're pulling out the 5, which is a Breton Marauder. Okay, let's go. Now we need 4 ones, right? So this guy's going to be here. I'll get the health in a minute. And then we need a chest up here. That juicy, juicy purple chest. This one is a Dark Elf Bandit with Divert. Going on number 2. Number 3 below him is a big fat Horker. Walrus. Stalwart. 5 health. Ugh. Ugh. 4, High Elf Bandit with Dodge, so a couple range jerk faces. And then 1 more, right? Because we're on 9. Okay. Oh, another range, Khajiit Bandit. Got all the bandits. And this one's going, oh, on just 1 through 4, right? So we are locked in by that, yeah. Hex is 1 through 4, so it doesn't matter that we're at 9. It kind of makes us, we're at 8. And then, but we do need to do, then calculate a new EP. As normal, but divide it in half, rounding down. So what I say, we're at 9, so it's 4 more points. So now we need like 4 more 1s. Damn, that's rough. But at least they're all 1s. Hopefully we can shred through them. And then that is on hexes 5 through 8. Okay, we can do this. So I could have just grabbed that Khajiit, whatever, it was fine. But too late, it got shuffled in. This one goes here, 5. 6 is way up in the corner, Imperial Bandit. Actually, I should zoom in on that so you guys can kind of see what these are. We got a Wisp. Oh, this is the one that, like, decay, like, hurts itself, but, like, it's ethereal, so, like, I can't really do anything to it without magic or something. And it hits for 2. That's kind of... And 3 range. Oh. Yeah, what do I do about this? Okay, this one's going on 6. No, 6, 7. And 8 is on the left side. A Mud Crab. Also a stalwart. Uh-oh. At least we have friends to help us, right? So hopefully they can split up and start working on these stalwart jerks. And we can start anywhere on these bottom 5. So I'll just throw myself... I don't know. I'll put myself here for a second. We need 6 health. 3 health. 3 health. Yeah, today I'm technically not in a rush, but my daughter kind of gave me the, hey, can we do this, this, and this today? And I went, oh, I'm streaming again today? Oh, till when? You know, and it gives me a little like, aw, for how long? So I kind of don't want to take too long, but... I wish she'd check with me in advance before I schedule my streams to let me know if she wants. I know she probably doesn't know if she's in the mood for things way in advance, but kind of last minute. Okay, let's check the keywords. Anyone's change health. Dodge, steal, dodge, bane, stalwart, decay, ethereal, stalwart, divert, native. No, I don't think any of these. I know colossal gives extra health. I think we're good. I think health's all good. And then... oh, I'm supposed to use humanoids. Oh, I forget that. I always read that last. When deploying enemies, use as many humanoids as possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to see if there's any humanoids left, and then we'll just go in numerical order and replace them. So this one's a humanoid that works. And then there's 2 not humanoids, 2 not humanoids. So let's just look for the ones, whatever comes up first. Okay, here's the humanoid. This will go on, I think. Oh, that's 2, 3. Yeah, this will replace this guy. Yeah, I'm a dummy. I should read the whole thing. Okay, so you're out. Okay, what do we got here? No, no. Okay, the Khajiit Bandits coming in at spot number 4, no, 5, yes. 3 health only. Okay, no, yes, yes. Okay, so let's see if we can fix the other 2. I'll just throw 5 on a mud crab. So no mud crab. So it's a red guard bandit there. And then there's one more I can replace somewhere. Oh, the wisp. Oh, yeah, that's good. Get out of here. I don't play the wisp. 1 more health for this guy. And there's a Nord bandit. It's lots of steel. I feel like I'm going to lose some items maybe. We'll see. Okay. So basically we're using every humanoid or whatever that skull is. There is in the whole bag. Are all on the board. Okay. Resolve the following modification, matching the current unrest level. We're at peaceful, so there's no modification. Yeah, no modification. If this damage would defeat a party member, they stay at 1 HP, so we don't have to care about that. And during quest clashes, the drafted fighters become companions controlled by the party like normal, deploy at full HP, permanently removed if defeated. Before drafted fighters' turn, you may choose to make a companion retreat, removing them from the battle, but keeping them as a companion. So I'm sure we're going to have a 3rd fight on the last day kind of thing that'll be even harder, that we'll want to keep these guys alive for. So if we notice someone's about to get killed, and after our turn is done, before companions go, we can choose to like just get them off the board. But I don't know, that could be risky too. That could cause it so we might lose the fight because we might need their like 1 attack, you know, like to finish off something to keep us out of like fatigue trouble. Okay, so we know she's got 6 range. She's gonna sit in the back. That works, right? Okay. And then we want to get in the business. This big guy we want to get in the business right away, but which side is more annoying? The 5 is over here. Enfeeble. What's enfeeble? Feeble 1. After this unit's engaged, its target gains 1 light fatigue. Okay, I don't care about that. I mean, I should since my bar is pretty full, but... Oh yeah, maybe we sit in the background for a minute. No, we want to get in the fight, I think. So we got range 3, range 2, range 4, range 3. So really these 2 and these 2 need to die. This guy hits with 2 dice. That's annoying. What is dodge again? Is dodge the one that like nerfs their attack based on non-combat, non-damaging dice or something? When this unit's engaged by an opponent, prevent damage dealt to this unit equal to the number of rolled skill dice that do not deal damage. But I know this can work if the damage is dealt to yourself. That still counts. I remember that from before. Yeah, it's a little clever word play there. Even if you hurt yourself with a die that makes you take true damage or something, can be relevant. All right. Retreat. That's if it doesn't do damage on the turn. It like stealths itself or something. We'll figure that out. Native. We know this guy will heal everyone else, but we're at peaceful, so he doesn't heal anyone for anything, I don't think. Equal to the current unrest. So yeah, we're at 0 on the track, so that is 0 healing. So we can kill this guy whenever on native, and we do not care. And then stealing, it's something like rolling a die, right? And we might lose items. I just need to know if I need to care. When this unit determines its target, roll 1d6. If the result is greater than or equal to the target's current HP, so that's before it does like its attack, right? It's like it moves and then goes to target and then rolls a d6, I think. And the target discards a non-consumable or non-food item or whatever, non-apple item from its ready slot, which is could be anything. Could be anything. Okay. All right, but I don't care about these 2 so much. These 2 items here I could lose, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that too much. And our health, we're at full health. Okay, I want to go after someone with armor, so I feel like I want to go fight up here. I mean, it doesn't matter, I can still move there. And I want this guy to be able to go after her. This guy attacking for 2. Probably best to battle here. Okay, and then this guy can just sit over here and come with me up top. Probably won't do much. He's kind of weak. Yeah, this guy's the one who's risking dying, and he is our like weakest guy. So it's like, I don't think it'd be the end of the world if he died, but it is a target to keep heat off us. So, all right, what are you guys saying? Oh, Minion was mentioning the humanoid trait thing. Sorry. Just finished her very first session in the game, so I'm still learning and having fun watching playthroughs. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, you can learn along with me. Again, I'm not a rules expert, but there will be rules experts in the chat as always for these kind of games. So it's nice getting into like debates about rules and how things works and strategies and stuff. So it's like we all can learn from that, which is nice. Like no matter how confident you are with a game, somebody always knows some weird rule or interaction that you don't know, and like it's nice to pick that up from people. And remember, companions don't get affected by the Wisp Ethereal. I didn't know that, but that will be important if that ever comes up. Obviously, we don't have to fight the Wisp right now. That was a mistake, but it could happen where we have one in a scenario where we're fighting with a companion due to some ability or die or encounter rules or something. I know, Janet. I agree. Those dad-daughter times. I know. I get that nostalgia recently of like those times, like when we traveled together and went to places when she was like younger. I'm getting that hits me some days recently, and it's like I wish I could make more of those, but like she just keeps growing so fast. Yeah, it's like it's not enough. I want to play a game with her, and like also maybe play some Star Wars Unlimited with her or something. I've been getting that itch lately. I know. I wasn't looking at the chat. I was trying to be so focused on setting up to make sure I didn't mess it up. And I was trying to do like line by line. Like, you know when I mess up when we're setting up like a Gloomhaven scenario or a Haven game scenario, and I read and then I go back to the book and I miss a line and then I forget a setup step. I always have that fear. So I was like, had my head down, like trying to focus so hard. And yeah, you were using the rule emoji. I'm sorry, Minion. I'm sorry. But we got it before starting at least. Yeah, I would have just assumed that the ethereal thing would hit everybody. But I am curious now, actually. I want to read ethereal to see if I would have caught that. When this unit is dealt damage by an adventurer. Yeah, see? Knowing the difference between adventurer, party member, companion, what else is there? There's some other word too. Party member is everybody. Companion is not adventurer. Adventurer is just the player guys. I feel like there was one more. Maybe I'm thinking of pets, but those aren't really like units on the board in this game. Yeah, maybe there's one more. And then there's all the enemy side of things too. But yeah, okay. Adventurer. Yeah, that's key. I feel like they should have that capitalized on that sheet. Or underlined or bolded or something. It's like a puzzle trying to decipher some of the keywords in the game. There's those like little tricks to them. Okay. All right. What else we got to do? Anything else? We're all set up on the board. Are we good to fight this out? I think we got all the rules. We don't need to take any damage because we're so good at keeping unrest low. Now it's just deciding who we smash. I feel like I just go after... I don't want to get hit by this guy's 2 attack, though. That is the problem. She can shoot back there. I think I need to attack this guy. Oh yeah, cooldown. Cooldown matters, because that might change what we're doing. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go after this guy because I can ignore armor when there's more, more undefeated enemies than undefeated party members. And that, since we have 5 party members, this kind of works out for a bit. So we might as well take advantage of attacking enemies that, maybe I can use a dragon leap just to move back one. So I don't get hit by this. Because it's, it's actually going to go after the lowest health, which might be this guy. Yeah. Okay, that works out. All right, so let's just go at this guy. Let's roll. I guess we're going to roll this. And this I can roll with anything, right? So I might as well do that. Right. The mat I'm using is a neoprene. Yes, officially, like, you're doing it wrong. Playing a chip theory game, like, you're obviously, like, poor, low class, you're not as cool as me, all those kind of negative things. If you don't play your games neoprene upon neoprene and maybe even extra neoprene, you're just not living life unless you're doing that. So I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But yeah, there's something about playing neoprene upon neoprene that's just, it has to be done. And I think it's because a lot of these, what are they called? Like these mats and play mats in these chip theory games have like spots for dice or tokens or pegs. And when underneath it is like a wooden table, it's just not as good. Another thing I hate is these plastic cards on a wooden bare table is like a no-no. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me for some reason. I can't do it. So I have to have these plastic cards, even though they're so durable. It's just something with my nails or something like picking them up. I just hate doing it off of a wooden table. That's kind of weird, right? And all these reference sheets and stuff, right? You're always like trying to pick them up. And doing it with like on a table, it's like so much nicer just to be able to push down on the neoprene and oh, feels good. Yeah, feels good. That's why I do it. I looked it up before where it was from. I bought these a couple years ago. Oh, I sent it to somebody. I looked it up. I don't know who I sent it to. Somebody asked me, and then I had to look it up later after stream, and I totally forget. I found them on like Reddit. I was looking on Reddit for like, I was maybe looking for like a space playmat or, oh, I know what it was. I have a 3x5 table. So every now and then, just for fun, I look up a 3x5 play mats, neoprene mats, art mats. I just look those up sometimes because it's like I like to change the background in the video. And then on Reddit, I found a thread where people were recommending different manufacturers. There's a whole bunch. The only problem is I'm in Canada, so like 4 out of the 5 I looked at were like super ridiculous shipping, or didn't ship at all to Canada, or were like the mats were decent price, but then it was like, yeah, the shipping or whatever was ridiculous to Canada, and I couldn't do it. So whatever these were, I can't remember the name. Somebody will know. Somebody will know. Yeah, keep an eye in chat. Somebody will know the name of these, where I got them from. I forget. I have mats from like, I've got mats off Amazon before, not this one. I know this wasn't Amazon. Yeah, but you can find other ones. There was other ones I saw from a few different manufacturers. Just look up like maybe fantasy tabletop mat. And you just look through the results. You'll see the art. It's like very distinctive, like dragons and castles and fighting on it and stuff. But there are other ones too. And it like depends where you live and what's in stock and what's good shipping and stuff. But this just worked out for me. This wasn't my favorite. There was definitely other cool fantasy style art mats I found. Or just ones that were nice backgrounds that like I couldn't get because I just couldn't justify spending like the same amount on the mat that I was paying on shipping. For some reason that just doesn't work for me. But yeah. And I'm also limited to, I wanted 3x5 specifically, so it fit in my board game table below the like edge of the table or whatever. So depending on the size you need, you might also be limited on who you can buy from and stuff like that. But there is one for this game. There is one for this game, I just don't own it. But yeah, there is one for this game. That is another thing. Yes, I did see that. There is one for this game specifically. Which is funny, Chip Theory doing the neoprene upon neoprene stuff too, yeah. Maybe I'll look quickly here. I'll look quickly. Maybe I can find it. Fantasy playmat. You can find it in like the images. Oh, you know what? It's going to show like card mats. How do we look it up? Board game table, board game 3x5. Man, all these Lord of the Rings ones are coming up in the search. I don't see it. Oh, Game of Thrones ones, Elder Scrolls ones. Yeah, man, I don't remember. I remember I bought it a few years ago, like maybe 3 years ago. I bought it. I don't know. But yeah. But there are other ones. If you just search like fantasy table, game, mat, whatever, you'll find ones with like cool just maps, fantasy maps on them and stuff from Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Elder Scrolls, like Skyrim, like you'll find whatever. And then you can even go to those custom neoprene mat sites, depending on what country you're in. You can put any kind of high-res art on like any size neoprene mat you want. Just make sure it's like the highest res art you can find. And you might need to even reach out to like the artist can maybe provide a high-res print for you at a cost and send you it. But it's like, that's up to the artist to do. Or maybe they have a way where you can order through them and get it. But some people do that where they like, I get super jelly at those ones where there's like an official, you know, map from like something that's super huge. Like one of my favorite arts I would love to get one day is the art from the front of the Game of Thrones, the board game 2nd edition box. That artist has done like art in so many games. I love it. Thomas something Jersdick. I don't know how to say his name, but or Tomas. But yeah, he makes like the best like landscapey kind of like castles, war scenes, like some beautiful art I'd love to like plaster on my wall or just have full playmats like this of it, or even just card game size playmats. That's something I would love to do one day, is just go find a bunch of his art from like the Game of Thrones card game. Was he had lots of art. He had lots of Fantasy Flight art. He does Magic the Gathering art and stuff. But some of those like castle scenes and battle scenes, like, oh my god, so beautiful. Yeah, I'd love to have that stuff, like huge paintings on my wall of that. Anyways, all right, let's play the game. But yeah, all right. Check the comments later too, Rob. Somebody might leave it in the comments after this video and totally remember where it's from. But yeah. And they might leave it down below. somebody later will see it and go, oh, I have that mat. It's from, you know, whatever. Then you can see if they like sell or ship in your country. All right, so we get 3 tenacity, right? That's all that is. 3 tenacity. We drain it. Equal to or less than the value. Yeah, we just get 3 tenacity. Going up to 5. Okay, that's good. And then we can do just 2 damage. 2 damage to our target. We ignore his shield because there's more guys on the board. So we do 2 damage to him. We don't kill him. And then Enfeeble is after Light Fatigue, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is down here. You know what I'm going to do? I think I will switch to defensive stance. I will take a Light Fatigue. And I'm going to roll these 2 bad boys just for the lulz. Maybe I'll just roll 1. Nah, let's roll 2. Well, yep, that's a good thing we roll 2 because there's some tenacity in there, but we lose it because I didn't spend it like an idiot, but that's okay. I really should be spending it more now. So I don't have a weapon. Yeah, we can spend this one. Okay. So I have a 1 defense. I guess I'll just do this Dragon Knight standard ability for 2. In any order, each adventurer. Oh, I'm not in that stance, actually. Never mind. I can't do it. It has to be in like 1-handed weapon, 2-handed weapon, or range stance. May roll 2 enemy combat dice. Deal the damage to a targetable enemy. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I did that on a weird order. I should start now remembering I have more tenacity, so I should be like trying to look at spending it off my class sheet before I roll the dice for it, or maybe get some off dice, regular dice. That's okay. All right. Now we're going to, she can maybe do a true damage snipe to that guy. And then this guy can move in and start attacking there. Yeah, let's do this one. Roll in here. If we get a 1, it'll do some true damage. It is a 1. So we're going to kill this guy. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to move this guy in here instead. And we're going to roll. Actually, is that the right play? We kind of want this guy over here maybe. But I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Yep. 2 damage. We need to get this guy down to 1 health before we can finish him off. This guy will go here. Okay, he's gonna roll 3 combat dice. 3 damage, which is enough to one-shot the Khajiit Bandit. Somebody get... Oh, Janet got it. Is that what it was? Game toppers? 1, 2 minutes. Yeah, maybe it was. Man, that was like, I don't know, like 3 years ago maybe? Yeah, I'll believe Janet. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's see here. We're going to go up here. So we want that lower health guy to be up there for a target. He'll just roll 1 die. Only a 1. Does nothing. And we're good. Round 2. Oh no, enemies. Enemies, duh. Okay. So this guy wants to go for the weakest. That's this guy. Actually, let's do this one first. At 2 range. 1, 2. 3 damage. Whoa, that's not good. That's not good. That guy's at risk. Oh, but dodge. Yeah, dodge doesn't do anything, right? Yep, nope. Okay. This guy will attack the weakest. Oh no, this is not good. Nothing. Okay, okay, okay. Then let's... Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this guy first, right? The 5. Yeah, he'll just move up here. Yeah, I'm doing it kind of out of order. 2 damage. He blocks it. Then we need to resolve this guy. He's just targeting, it could be 2, but he's only beside 1, so he'll just roll 1 die. 1 gets blocked by 2 armor. And then here, this guy, range 4. He can attack 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, he just goes after this guy, right? Oh, no, he's got 4 range. So he's technically going to hit 2 guys. He's going after the lowest health. But we're tied here, so I'll pick this guy and this guy. This guy is for sure getting attacked. Or no, wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. This guy's actually targeting 2, but the weakest. He has a chance to hit everybody, right? I don't know if he always goes for the closest. I think it's only the movement, right? But then once he's done moving, he then picks out of the ones in range, right? I think that's how that works. So it'll just be going after the lowest health, which is here. And I think it's the tie here. We're both at 6, so I can just choose this guy. So let's attack here. But Iron Bark, Iron Bark, when this unit is dealt damage by non-adjacent units, its defense is increased by 1 for the engage. So, all right, it'll just roll 1 die. Fully blocked here, fully blocked here. I don't think it really matters. We would block it. No, we wouldn't block it because we don't have a range defense, which is kind of scary. Okay. And then this guy here can go, I guess just 1, 2. We did this guy. Oh, this guy up here needs to, he already went. Yeah, I think we did all the enemies. I just did them in weird order. Perfect, Rob. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. We got to the bottom of it. Thank you, Janet. I know somebody with better memory than me would remember. Like I said, I have access to Rob GPT, or my, what's it called? My chat GPT, or chat RGT. That's what's called, where I can just ask something to my chat and like I just get answers will spit out. It's really, I'm very blessed having that access. I appreciate it. It's like, I don't know this. Tell me now. Okay. All right. Round 2. Cool down. Okay. This guy is at risk. He needs to run. It's also at risk from this guy. I go first, right? But yeah, I'm just worried about him. I don't think I could kill this guy. But we can try. It's this one that needs to be killed. $42. Oh no, tenacity. I didn't spend it again. Oh yeah, we're not in that stance either. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to do some stuff here. Molten weapons I should be doing maybe, right? After rolling dice for your engage, if you're using, oh, I need a weapon. Never mind. Okay. We're just gonna hit for 3. We ignore his armor. He's down to 2. Okay. We're now gonna do Dragon Knight Standard, I believe. 1, 2, tenacity spent. In any order, each adventurer in single-handed, double-handed, or ranged stance may roll 2 enemy combat dice and deal the damage to a targetable enemy. So it's only this guy, but maybe I can kill him. Get someone off the board. He's not the most dangerous enemy, but yeah, we got him. We got him. Okay, just getting more bodies off the board. Okay. Surprised nobody's given me the comment yet about playing with the non-upgraded HP. I always get in trouble for that when I do it. But there's like mini games in this game, and in Too Many Bones that I find are more fun when you have like the lighter chips. You can like do more knocking over piles, spreading out chips, getting them to fall off mats. Much easier than if you're using the giant heavy chips. So that's why I do it, literally for the game advantage. Yeah, I saw the F word in the chat. I'm totally ignoring that F word. I saw it. You might have seen a little tweak when I saw it. I was like, I like suppressed the rage. No, it's fine. Suppress the rage. And who cares about that F word anymore? There's a digital version, so we just pretend there's no such physical version of that game. And if we ever want to care about that F word, we just play the digital version, and all will be well in the world. That's where I made my mistake and my regret, was ever purchasing the physical version. I should have never done it. Never, ever done it. That was dumb on my part. If I just played digital, I wouldn't have been so upset, I'm sure. Yeah, years of therapy being undone in one sentence. Yeah. Yeah, that's more on me, not on the game, for making dumb decisions. I should have just waited. Who needed to play that right away? Not me, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, we killed that guy. We do have 3 tenacity, so we can remove a light fatigue from our bar based on dragon blood. Okay. So I want to attack with this guy to see what happens here. He does have aggressive, so we can re-roll. Yes, we got 1 and 2, so that's enough to... Oh, it's not enough to kill. Because this guy only goes down to 1. He's got divert, right? So I think I do come in here to try to finish. Because this guy only attacks the most. I just worry I'm getting close to this guy. But this guy, maybe we can kill him. Because the only range left. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's go up here. 1 damage. Perfect. We got him. Got rid of that range guy. That's sweet. That's easy sailing, I think. Oh, I should have probably did that with her. Let's go here. Attack here. 4 isn't reroll or anything, right? So it doesn't matter. Dodge though. Dodge is it's 4 damage, but I reduce it by 1, right? Because one of them didn't do damage. Still 3 damage. He's got no armor and only 3 health, so he's gone. I know you guys love watching the playthroughs. You like watching, it's a good game, obviously, but you like watching me just lose my mind sometimes. I know this. Otherwise, people wouldn't be asking me to play Arkham Horror, the LCG, so often. I don't know how I play that game, and like I get comments of how like people are fans of it, and I just like ruin it for them. They don't want to watch my playthroughs because I say bad things about their game, and like I seem like I'm complaining all the time. But then I keep buying the product, and then people keep asking me to play it, and it's just funny. So I know there's some people just like watching that punishment. Yeah, misery loves company. Yeah. But I still enjoy the game. Like, it's still a great game. It's just not for me. But I'll still play it. I don't know why. Because I just love card games and LCGs for some reason. I like Nate French. Games that has Nate French anywhere in the credits, for some reason I'm a sucker for. That man knows what he's doing. Okay. So we attack there. I feel like there's one more. This is one more attack, right? We can... Who is worse? I feel like we just go here. And how many enemies are left? 1, 2, 3, 4... No. 1, 2, 3 enemies left. So now I don't get the free ignore armor thing. Yeah, so let's just roll range attack, and we'll just do the 1 true damage on the bigger threat. Enemies. This guy attacking here. Rolls 3 attack, so 2 get blocked, 1 goes through. This guy will just attack here. A 1 gets blocked. This guy attacking here. 1 die, blocked. I don't know why I roll. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Round 3. Okay, cooldown. All right. Oh yeah, these should be in here. Okay, let's go. I don't want to get, like, I feel like the steel thing, I don't think it's an issue. Like, I have 6 HP, so I think. Oh, I know what I do. 1, 2, 3. I go here. I then roll this one against this guy. I hit for 2. Nothing crazy. That goes here. I switch stance. I roll this with light fatigue in here. I get a defense of 3 in my cooldown. Holy jeez. And then I'm going to spend 1 tenacity to dragon leap onto the juicy treasure, which may or may not be juicy when we unlock it, if we unlock it. So we're looking for a 5, 2, 3, 4. 5's first, 4 attempts. We got a 5, so that's good. We got a 4. Let's lock that in. We got a 1. I think we're okay. We just need a 2 and a 3. We got a 3. We got another 3. But I have 2 more rolls, right? So let's try to get like a... We just need like a 1, 2, or 3 on any roll, and I'll stop. There's a 3. I'm going to stop there. Take a fatigue. And we unlock this bad boy. File, if that's how you say it, of Daedric Whispers. Expend to trigger any adventurer's race ability as if it were your own. Well, that's not a great solo ability. This item may be used at any time corresponding to the race ability you choose to activate. This does not count as using your race ability for the battle. Yeah, so great. Fantastic. We're really hitting the great loot. So I can use it twice, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, this is not my handiwork drafting this party. It's like, maybe it's like 10% me, 90% chat, Mark, all right? that's I'll live with that. That's how I'm okay with that. Definitely I would have picked the troll, no questions asked, no matter what you guys said, okay? That one was like obvious. Because of a troll, and like it's just, you guys know I can be a troll too, so it's all good. Okay, that's gone. Okay, done my turn. So let's go. I have a question about drain dice. Do they just go back at the end of combat, or do I need to do some ability to get them back? Should I be doing this soon? I just forget. I feel like it's like too many bones, right? They're only drained for the combat, and then they go... Oh, they go to cooldown, right? They go to cooldown, I think. That's how they work in this game, right? They don't go right back to active. I'm pretty sure, but I know you guys will let me know. Doesn't matter right this minute, but I was just thinking about it. Because I do have ways of getting them back, and like I just need to know, should I be doing that now? Okay. This guy is going to attack here for 2. 1 gets blocked. Oh, dodge. Actually, I have 2 blank dice, so he does 0, actually. I believe, right? That sucks. Okay. Let's just do a 1 attack here. It's a true damage. Let's go. Let's move this guy here. And let's go attack here for 2. 1. Ooh. Now this guy is a risk. He's got 2 health left. Attacks for 1. This guy's no armor, but this guy does target 2. So if I do go at him, he could roll like a 2 and I'll get unlucky and this guy dies. So I am going to just chicken out. I'll leave him there. I could retreat him. Yeah, let's just retreat him. Let's just retreat him. Who cares? Okay. And I think that's everyone attacking enemies. So this guy will attack here for 1. Blocked. This guy attacks here for 1. Did I forget the aggressive on this guy? I don't think so. Maybe I did. 1 blocked. This guy attacking for 2 dice. 2 blocked. Yeah, we're good. All right. Now we just got to do it before we get to fatigue. We're at round 4. Cooldown of 3. I don't know if I stop rolling dice to just let my cooldown get back up there, but I could always just remove some light fatigue from hitting too. Yeah, let's just go here. Two-handed. Let's just roll. Do this die. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll this 1 die. And we just slash for 2. Goes here. And we just stay there. And then this guy will attack for 2. Kill. And this guy will attack for 3 here. Yeah, dodge is like this guy's weakness. Yeah, so he only hits for 1 and gets blocked. Like, yeah, 3 dice and he's not getting any damage through. That's not good. And then here, I'll just fire here again, as usual. 1 true damage. Yeah, 1 die is better than 3 dice, I guess. Okay, enemies. This guy will attack weakest. That's here. For 1. Nothing. This one will attack here. Nothing. Blocked. And that's it, right? Only 2 left. The drawn blood is only on my turn, but I'm also not at 3 fatigue. So we don't worry about that right now. I was hoping to roll a little more tenacity, but I'm not rolling many dice, so like I shouldn't expect that. And then round 5. Let's get her done. Okay. Fatigue on. This goes here. This goes here. Yeah, maybe I just roll these 2. One, 2, 3. Let's try to kill this one. Okay. I'm just gonna roll this 1 die. No, I do want tenacity. But this has to be the last round. Like, we have to finish this, so... Yeah, let's just roll this 1 die. Tenacity. There's our tenacity. Okay. We're at 3 now, but we're not defeating anything. I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, that kind of sucks, actually. Let's go with... What's the best way to do this? I don't think it matters. I can't reach down here. So we'll just have this guy attack for 2 and see what happens. Hits for 1 damage. This guy has 4 left. Yeah, we're not going to get it done. Got hit here for 3 dice. Maybe I shouldn't be attacking this guy. That's the problem. Yeah, 3 dice is more likely to miss on a dodge. I just need them all to not be blank, like no blanks. Yeah. Yep. All right, there we go. 4 damage. Eat it. Dead. That's what I needed. I needed that earlier. And then here we'll just go for the 1 shot. It's blank. Nothing. All right. Fortunately, we didn't get her done. I could have taken another action and maybe killed that guy, but it's okay. I don't think I would have rolled that good. So he's going to attack for 1. Weakest is this guy, I'll say. nothing. Fatigue rounds. True damage. Okay, cooldown. I'm gonna remove that. Here, I'm just gonna roll these two. Oh, that was a cock die. So we hit for 3. 1, 2. And then we'll just do 3 dice here. And yeah, he's dead. All right, we win. Boom. Boom. These guys are all good to come home. I'm just going to put the full health under them now, so I don't forget when I'm setting up in the future. I think I forgot that guy having an extra health. Okay. Drain dice don't go to cooldown. Where do they go? They go on the mat? Do they? They go ready? Okay, all right. I didn't think it was that good. Okay. I thought they got exhausted. I thought everything that like goes back goes exhausted first. That's just what I thought, but okay, I'll take your word for it. I know it's like a basic thing I should know, but it's like I haven't played with drain dice yet this week. Actually not true. I did play with a drain die. I just never rolled this result. I played with this die quite a bit. I just never rolled this anytime I used it. So I never got to do like the recursion with this during the same combat. I just always rolled something else, blank or whatever. Okay. So reward 2 experience. So I'm going to go up to 11 on the dial. Put 2 experience here. Oh yeah, I'm going to go to entry 36. Let's read that first. C36, page 34. Throwing down. After another successful fight, you're pleased to learn that your exploits have earned you the spot in the final, which will take place in Wayrest. Before you go to celebrate, you pay a visit to the Shornhelm apothecary implicated in the tilted fights, only to find that the shop has recently been a victim of a brutal break-in. Clearing the debris from the entrance, you enter to find an old Nord man at death's door, bleeding from a variety of wounds incurred in the recent attack. I heard them. They want Emmeric's reliquary. The man wheezes before fading into unconsciousness. You send for the healer as the pieces fall into place. An interesting ploy, Evely muses. The winner of the tournament is invited to Wayrest Castle, which houses quite a number of powerful artifacts. Could it be that all this skullduggery is just a prelude to a heist? She smacks a fist into her hand. Let's stop it before it begins. So the quest objective now is we need to travel to Wayrest and initiate the fight. Initiate the following clash using end of session difficulty EP. Recommended by day 12. Initiates end of the quest. And again, only deploy enemies to hex 1 to 4. Calculate new EP, divide it in half, round it down. Use an EP, deploy 5 to 8. And make sure we remember this, which I'll totally forget again. It has to be the humanoid or whatever. During round 1, each adventurer skips a recovery step. Oh, that's good to know. So we need to go in there like not assuming I can just get 3 dice back. And then if it's peaceful, oh, we have to exhaust an available skill die. I get it. So we exhaust and then it doesn't let us just get it right back. I see. So we need some more dice. And then during clashes, the drafted fighters become companions controlled by the player. They deploy at full HP and are permanently removed if the party is defeated. So we don't need to retreat them anymore because it's not going to matter after this. This is the last battle. And it starts us in the middle and we're like surrounded, which is kind of cool. Okay, so that's what we're working towards. Day 12. We're on day 8. Going to be on day 9 in a minute. And Wayrest is where? Wayrest is... I don't see it. Am I on it? No. Oh, down here. feel like we like started there. But anyways, maybe we didn't. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, okay, it just says they recover all their drained skill dice. Okay, well that's clear. Okay, cool. Thank you, Minion. No, I knew that so many people just knew. I just forgot. I was like, I know. Yeah. I thought it was like too many bones where like they go out of play just for the current battle and then you get them back. But in this game, there's like, they could go in 2 places now. So it's like trying to remember like what goes where. It's like, that's where I struggle sometimes. Which is even better, recovering drain dice with my cauterize. Because I get it like right back to then roll it. That's like really good. Wow. Wow. Okay, so a few things we need to do. We can spend some XP. We have 2 of it. Where are we spending this XP? And then I'll need to rest after that. Or we'll go back to full health. What do I feel like I need? If I get some more HP, then I'll be the more clear, not strongest or not weakest fighter a little bit more maybe with these guys. Obviously that'll be good going forward. The tenacity die is kind of cool. I do see the power of this. I feel like I want more offensive power. I feel like I just want my next orange die. Is that like a good call? If I just go for my next 2-handed die, I think I only have 1 choice on that. Maybe I have more. Nope, this is the wrong sheet. Yeah, there's only 1. It's just like, yeah, like dealing 4 damage. And I know if I take this die, I usually like taking it and getting some health soon because you get Bane and then you start taking true damage. So it's like, it's good to get your health stat up a bit. Yogi says 2-handed die, let's go. Yeah, I feel like I just need a little more offense. Like, what? I have 3 stamina, and I just feel like I'm not rolling 3 powerful offensive dice when I do it. I know I have this die to roll with it, but... Or these combat dice aren't really, like, the big. They're just, like... And if I drain that die, it's, like, nice to have something to cycle back with this die, right? Yeah, okay, let's just go with it. Let's speak now or forever hold your peace. I could be convinced at getting another stamina, or getting convinced at saving it for cooldown, or convinced at just taking a health and maybe saving 1. But I feel more at I'm like weaker than my fighters. Like I feel like I need to be smashing, like one-shotting enemies, especially level 1 enemies, and I'm not doing that. And that will feed into Dragon Blood more. If I can actually kill enemies, then I start getting back the light fatigue and stuff, and this fatigue out of here. And I'll feel better. Okay. And the reward at the end is only 2 on that one. So we're at 11. Okay, we need to get to like 16-ish, I think, is end of day. Or end of session EP. Page 56 or 7. I feel like it's a page I've opened many times. I think it's 56 or 57, right? Yeah, 56. I even remembered it too from when me and Mel were playing before. I just remember like we kind of had to open this so much. And one of the reference sheets that I have actually has it on it, I think. I think it does. Yeah, this one right here. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I shouldn't even never need to open that book ever. Let's just do this. So yeah, we're playing Adept, 1 player, session 1 is 16. Okay, we're good. So we try to get to around 16 XP, then we're kind of on level with the end of the scenario, and that's where we should be at. And then if we get XP from that, then we're even above that going into the next session. That's where I kind of think when I'm in this game, is just to stay on pace. Okay. Recovery, I guess. That was it, right? So we rest up for 1. And then we get a die out of here. Let's just take this fatigue die out of there. And overworld stuff, right? What's this symbol? Increase unrest by 2. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Okay. And then what else? That's it, right? Next day? We're on 9. No town actions? Yeah, I thought the like this. Remember when I was complaining about this game, not having the way the rules are kind of laid out in the giant 90-page book. There's like little pieces everywhere, and it's like there was no like complete flow of how a turn went. Like they had nice reference on here of how like a battle kind of flows on the back of the combat one, which is okay. But just like understanding like, when do I move the day dial? When do I do overland stuff? Like when do I care about the regional effects? And like when do I get my rewards versus resting and trading with other adventurers and stuff like that? Like Too Many Bones had that great guard, right? The Gearlock Adventuring Reference Guide. And this game was like, why didn't it have something like that? I have no idea. And like the reference is nice to have some of this stuff on here too. So like they had like, it was like 90% there. And then they realized like people were complaining, so they whipped this up. But there's still like, I'm surprised that like it's not down here, like your end of session XP, like there's room for it. Or there's room for a little bit more detail on this sheet. But this is also kind of a big reference to keep at the table too. I feel like this could have been on a card like this size. Like you could fit something like this on here without some of the description. But it's something, but it's still not perfect. But that's why I was saying at the beginning of last stream was like, go to BGG in the file section. People probably already solved all the issues. I knew that would happen when I was playing the game early in prototype form. It kind of sucks. Like I'm playing the worst version of the game because like when it comes out, people will come up with their own FAQs, their own like tutorials, their own like reference sheets, flow charts, like all these tools that publishers never make and like the fans will fill it in, right? So it's like much easier now to get into this game and to have it flow than it was when I was playing it originally, which I can appreciate. And that's just like the disadvantage. I still have fun, obviously, but I'm not like complaining. It's just I'm glad they like improve things. Like, and yeah, so I do wish they had that end of session EP. But if you're like pretty good with the rules, that is like one of the only things you're really looking up if you got some good references. And like you could just leave this out and like look at it. You only need to look at it like once a session, really. But it is kind of a good stat to know as you're playing to work towards it. So it's something you need to know at the start of the session, mid-session maybe, and end of session. But you could note that down on your the sheet I never use. This one, the campaign journal, which I will need to use when we write our keywords down. But other than that, I never really use this too much. But you can write like tons of stuff. So like you could just write it down is really what you should be doing. So that I can't really complain. Like this should be part of setup is like write down your session thing should be in the steps of setting up a session. But it's just something you have to remember yourself, I guess. But hey, I haven't played the game that much. I didn't design it, so what am I knowing? I don't know nothing. Don't listen to me. All right. I just play these things. I have no clue. All right. Day 9. Day 9. Where are we going? Do we get a side quest? We try to get a side quest maybe. I don't really need to go to a town. I need a weapon, like, so I should go to a town, but like, am I gonna get a weapon? Who knows? How can I get a weapon, like, more guaranteed? Because this is not the way. Like a two-handed weapon, I just need one. Like, what is the way to do that? Because then I can, my class ability here sucks, like, until I get it, like, then I'm rolling like combat. My combat skill dice deal true damage. I could make that happen. Like that'd be so key. Oh. I would have taken a town action at the end of the last battle. You might get a weapon. What do you mean by that, Keith? Don't I have to go to a town on a new day? Or you're saying I'm supposed to have an automatic town action after every fight? If that's a thing, I don't remember that. Yeah, just go to town. If I go to town, I'll see items, and then I'll also get to use my ability to dig for items. So it's like a pretty good chance. I don't need a skill. I don't really need to heal. I mean, like, my cooldown track's good. But the town ability might be something cool, right? Maybe there's a way to lower unrest or something. You go to a town. You did the quest battle. Oh, I'm on a town. Then you do quest battle stuff. Then you do town actions. Keith, I thought when you go to something on the map and you're doing a quest, it overrides that. I feel like on the same day you don't get to do 2 encounters. But am I wrong? I see why you might think that, because you think there's a priority to what encounters you resolve. But I still think it's like you need to spend a full day to do that town action. What does the quest page say? It says right here. Let's see. Like, maybe I'm missing something. Travel to Stornhelm, initiate the following clash. We set up the clash, we do the clash. Clash rules, ongoing step effects are during, this is like our companions, and that's it. This is it. This is all I got. I think if we look at Overland, maybe that'll be answered. If I can find where that might be. Overland encounter. Let's go to 34 to 38-ish. Move party. Trigger encounter. By ending its movement in a specific hex on the map, the party triggers one of the following types of encounters in descending order of priority. The party does not resolve this encounter until the next phase, the encounter phase. So right there's our answer. You only trigger one encounter in the priority order. So we went there and we triggered our quest encounter, which is the highest priority. It's triggered as described by the party's current quest step in the gazetteer or by a side quest card. This typically happens when the party moves in a specific hex or fulfills some other requirement. Quest encounters take precedence over town or overland encounters, meaning that you must resolve the quest encounter that day rather than a town encounter or overland encounter. If multiple quest encounters would trigger at the same time, guild quest encounters take precedence over side. Now, I know there's some side quests that you can trigger and they don't override. It's like, says before resolving this encounter, do quest stuff, side quest stuff. But yeah, that's pretty clear. That's pretty clear right there. Oh, okay, you've been playing that wrong. Yeah, I could see how you could do that, though. I could see why you think that, though. Because they do mention, like, a priority order. So if you're thinking, like, oh, I just resolve it in the priority order. But it's the trick here of, like, yeah, it's triggers one. One. There's a little one in there. Yeah, I could see overreading that for sure. I've done stuff like that, no problem. Yeah, don't feel bad about that. I wish it worked that way, what you're saying. But then it's like you're getting 2 encounters for the price of 1, and that's cheating. Would have made a couple sessions easier. Yeah. It's all good. Did you have fun while playing? That's all that really matters. Don't worry about it. But hey, there you go. I'm not just entertaining, we're informational here too. You only half wasted your time watching me. So there you go. You got something out of it. That's good. I feel good when we find a rule and we're like, you know, it's like, okay, we knew it. We learned something, even if it's me and I'm learning it and I did something wrong. Like, I just love I feel like I accomplished something when we like decipher that and figure it out. Yeah. I feel good when we find it in the rule book and it's like, oh, the rules were written well, it makes sense. But yeah, there's a lot to remember this game, right? 4 point something complexity, right? So like you read the rules one time, you're not absorbing all of it. You play the game once, you're gonna be making like tons of mistakes. You gotta go back to the rules, read again, see what pops out. And even then you're not probably gonna play perfect. No matter who you are. Even though you think you are, you're not playing perfect. Nobody is playing perfect. Unless you constantly keep going back, referring to rules, and maybe read them in a different order, and stuff will jump off the page that you're like, oh, that really hasn't come up yet, or that came up and that was wrong. And also, if you start looking up FAQ stuff or BGG forums, you'll just find stuff in the rules thread on there that you're like, oh, yeah, I never thought that worked that way, but now that somebody's mentioning that, I read it a different way, and then you'll like learn you were doing stuff wrong. That just, you're thinking, how could that be wrong? The way I understand how to read English. And it's like, no, the designer means it this way because they treat that word like this, or there's a translation error and stuff like that. All these kind of things, right? It's crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. Okay. So we don't get a free town action. Damn it. Okay. So now we're doing a new day, number 9. We could just hit this town up. Let's just do it. We're trying to get down to here. I guess we can just go to any town, really. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 towns all within easy walking distance. So what I want to do is look at the one that can get me the most items. But the problem is now I have to look at the book because my reference doesn't have the cool abilities. Maybe there's a town with an ability that lets us literally grab an item out of the deck or something, or throw away items to get items. Tuition. Keith, you don't have to do that, man. You don't have to do that. A like button, you spending time watching, you know, I appreciate it though. Tuition fee. Oh man, oh no, I'm no teacher, that's for sure. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Okay. Oh no. All right, so we're looking for North Point. I know they're in alphabetical. North Point. Can North Point do anything for us? The first point, let's do it on here. The first time a single adventurer takes a shop town action in this encounter, they may gain 2 items instead of 1. If the unrest level is at dangerous, neither higher nor lower, each adventurer may do this the first time they take a shop town action this encounter. Huh? Okay. I mean, let's just take, there's actually we see 3 legendary at this place. And then the group action here, set sail. Oh, this is how we can get down to Wayrest and like basically a teleport. Taking a boat. Okay. So 3 legendary is kind of huge, actually. That'd be nice. But then again, we're seeing less common. So it's less likely we'll see a 2-handed weapon because we're not pulling as many common items. But then legendary, I had one time I played, I got a 2-handed legendary weapon. That is the thing. I just got lucky and found one. One of the playthroughs I did off stream, of course. Never on stream. And we can do our guild kiosk there, so that's key. So we're on Stronhelm. Let's see here. Stronhelm is 3 common, so no better. Only 1 legendary. City divided. Before populating trainers, subtract the amount of trainers based. I don't care about that. Town square. Steal from the shop. Make a lock picking check. 1, 2, 3 on 2 attempts. If successful, draw 1 common item and gain any 1 common item from the shop and gain an additional town action. If your cooldown track has 4 or more fatigue in it, after the check is complete, the check is unsuccessful. Oh, spicy. I don't need to do that. That's fine. And what else we got here is Fell's Run. Fell's Run is 2 common items, 3 legendary, so no advantage there. Oh, I can't use my guild kiosks. This one stinks unless this tells me I can pull a weapon out. At the start of this encounter, the unrest level is at tense or higher. Each adventurer must discard 1 item if possible. Don't care about that. So far, North Point sounds the coolest. Does it get me too far away from this, though, for day 12? Maybe. But again, I can take the boat action or whatever, the town action to just go right here. And then I could go here and do some fighting. It's like I want to do town, a fight, a peaceful, and then our end day, right? I think town is day 9, fight on 10, peaceful on 11, final scenario on 12. That's kind of like ideal, right? Hey, Greg. Minion says, I never make any mistakes. Occasionally the rulebook may disagree with how I played it, but it's my game, so my rules. Okay, yep. That's like Minion goes in every rulebook they buy, and at the front where it's like, you know, that little box that's always in every rulebook is like, here's the order of if you have a rules disagreement, like the cards in the game override the reference sheets, which overrides the rule book, which overrides the scenario book, whatever, you know, the golden rules section. Minion goes in there and has like a sticker sheet and just slaps a sticker in there that's like, I overrule all of the following rules, so my rules are correct and are used over any of these. That's like, and that just solves every problem. You're never wrong then. That just works. I like that. I like that a lot. That's what I picture is happening in your collection. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna go North Point. I say we do it. 3 move, we're there. So North Point, then we could go 1, 2, 3 for combat. 1, 2 for a peaceful. But then we would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which does work. It just gets us a bunch of fatigue before the final fight, and we don't want that. The other option is we use a town action to sail, but that is like not really what we're doing. Oh, I also want a side quest too, right? To lower our unrest. Yeah. Do I do 2 town visits in a row at North Point? 2 town visits, both trying to find weapons, side quest, and then sail down here, and then we go to fight. Unfortunately, then we don't have a way to rest up after the fact. Or we go town action, travel to here, town action, day 10, day 11. No, that doesn't work. Hold on. Town action, travel, go do fight on day 10, go to town and rest, and then town for final fight. I'm worried the XP is not really there on that, because then we're only getting really 2 more XP, and that only puts us to 13 for the 16 fight. That's kind of crap. But if I get a weapon, like, oh, that's great. And also if we do a side quest, although the side quest would mess with us so bad. The side quests we'll get, those side quests won't even be things we can even do, I bet. I don't trust the side quest system in this game. It's so random. Oh, I have to spend the next day in the target city. Yes, you're right. Yeah, so maybe let's not do that. So what's our plan? We got to think here. So if I go to North Point, then I go 1, 2, 3 peaceful. 1, 2, 3, 4 combat. And then final fight. And just hope we're not in a bad spot after this combat. Which I know will be. I just hate doing a fight right before the final showdown. I would never try to do that. I always try to do a town or a peaceful just to chill. Get a little XP or something. No. Keith, if I go here on this town, I don't have to do the quests or a side quest. You choose what you're triggering. Unless it tells you in the book, you must do the side quest or the quest there. I believe I can go visit Wayrest, no problem. Obviously on the day 12 would be dumb to do the town over the quest because then I've run out of days and I fail. But if it's like day 10 or whatever, I can go to Wayrest and do the town, no problem. It's my choice to trigger the quest. The one that is forced is if they're using little tokens to run around the board. Sometimes you play with these ones that like travel around the board, and if you go a land on their spot, it will tell you you must engage with that first. I'm pretty sure. It's still your choice, unless the scenario tells you that you must interact with the quest when you land on the same spot as it, or it lands on the same spot as you or something. Then you have no choice. But the town one, I choose. Yeah. I believe that's how it is, unless it tells you otherwise in the book, and it overrules the base. I think that's how it works. Yeah. Okay, let's do North Point. 3 items. Common. A one-handed weapon. You son of a... okay. Grilled hair. All right. Isn't that what Mel does when she's a straightener? She like grills her hair. Is that how that works? I'm just kidding. Sorry, Mel, if you're watching. Just joking. Grilled hair, get it? Different spelling? No? Okay, anyways. Bad joke. All right. 3 legendaries. Here we go. Give me a double-handed weapon. Nope, we get a monkey and a dog. Oh, this dog I like. I remember playing this dog before. This is my favorite when you're traveling the land solo. If you just get defeated, you give this guy an HP and you're still alive. You just prevent all the damage, and twice. This is like the best item to get early in a solo run. I remember this guy. This dog and me, we're friends. He has saved my butt before. And an Imgakin monkey. I think this guy, what does he do? Throw his poo at the enemies? Raisins? Anytime you would take damage, you may choose to place that many HP chips on this monkey. Once there are at least 6 HP chips on this monkey, discard it. Nope, I'm flinging poo at the monkey is what's happening. Okay, cool. Orange tincture. Expend. Automatically succeed a lockpick check without rolling any dice. I don't care about that. I mean, that's good, but I'm the best lockpicker, so we don't need that kind of help. Oh, this actually is kind of neat. Discard this item, then gain 1 light fatigue, heal for 2 HP, and gain 1 tenacity. Yeah, that's a good item for me, but I'm not going to take that. All right. Trainers. I'm not even going to draw the trainers. I don't care. What should I do here? Do I just not care about the unrest? I feel like that's bad. What's it going to do? It's going to make us lose lots more dice, right? Yeah, it will make us exhaust dice. So let's say we get to dangerous. Each adventurer must exhaust 3 available skill dice, or as many as possible. Yeah, that could be a little rough. But the side quests, I don't trust side quests. All right, let's do our guild kiosk action. Yeah, let's just do the guild kiosk action. We're gonna do that and see what happens, and we'll judge it based on this. First weapon or armor. Sure this will be great. Nope. Magic weapon again. Sure. Then we shuffle. Yeah, this ability sucks. This ability would be awesome in multiplayer, but it's solo, it hurts. It's like, that's a town action, like, that's painful. So the first time I take a shop town action. Oh, I could have gained 2 items instead of 1. Maybe I should have taken that first. I could just say I took that action first, but give me 15 minutes while I shuffle the common item deck. I'll be with you in 15 minutes. 1 sec. It's a good time to go grab a drink. as I shuffle all 872 item cards. Oh, yeah, I mean, before you lock in a skill too, yeah. I agree. The ability is cool. It's just not the way I'm trying to use it in my situation. Okay. Boom. All right. Do I discard items from shops? I thought they just go on the bottom of the deck. I could be wrong. I have a pile of discarded ones off to the side. I didn't shuffle those in. And I didn't shuffle these in yet because I'm not done with the town action. But I do have to shuffle as part of this. Unfortunately. Oh, you think they get discarded? Oh, no. I've been doing that wrong then. I would just put them on the bottom. I only discard ones that tell me to discard it when I use it, or if like a scenario tells me I have to discard items or an enemy makes me discard items, then I discard those in a pile till the next session, then it gets reset, right? But I don't know, you're probably right on the town. The shop action, right? It's on page 38 or 40. Oh, you're right. They are discarded. You are correct. You are correct. Whoopsie. Yeah, so I've not been doing that right. So I definitely need to do that here then. I think we just take the dog. I think we take the doggo. And hope not to use them for now. We just use them on the second session. Okay. Discarded. Yeah, I did make the odds against us. I did. But how many town actions did I actually do, right? It's like 4 cards or something. Whoops. I can take 2 items if I do it as my first action. Oh no, it's the first time a single adventure takes us. Yeah, you're right. I read it as like if I don't do it as my first action. Oh, you're right. I'll take the monkey too then, I guess. Whatever. Got the animal squad. Okay. Yeah. Sorry guys, that definitely messed it up. But yeah, I don't even know if I could like remember what items we saw yesterday to kind of like just discard them out of the decks. Because I would start remembering like my session I played the day before and the day before that, and like, yeah. Whoops. I know it's on video, so technically I could go back, but we're gonna finish the session today, so we're not worried. But that's good to know going forward, because it definitely made this item, this ability probably worse. Yeah, it did, because we would have removed, we never saw a 2-handed weapon, so we would have increased the odds of it coming to the top. But yeah. Yep. Damn. Okay. So we did our 2 town actions. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, done. All right. No XP to spend. We don't have any health to recover. We can remove a die. Day 10. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. go to the Doomcrag. Oh yeah, and we need to do a, I almost forgot. What's this one do? Increase unrest by 1 to tense. Okay. And then we go here. Yeah, you probably did see that staff in a town before. But maybe not. Okay, Cave of Conflict. The orcs move to rebuild the power of Orsinium that has naturally led to conflicts between the denizens of Hrothgar and the Bretons, who have long held the majority of High Rock's political power. The drama is playing out once again in this cave, which some local Bretons have claimed for their own as mine. A group of orcs, however, seems to be arguing that the Bretons' insistence on mining this area is simply a pretext for securing the valuable orc artifact that belongs to the House of Osamar Glories. Judging by the other ruffians making a play for control of these tunnels, this argument may have some merit. Whoa, 3 options. Side with the orcs. Why is there only 1 XP on each of these options? Oh, it's uncover, right? Uncover lets me get XP from shards, right? That's the thing if I do that one. When an orc enemy would deploy, discard it instead. It's not replaced with a new enemy. All Breton enemies deploy with plus 3 HP, or side with the Bretons. When a Breton enemy would deploy, discard it instead. It is not replaced with a new enemy. All orc enemies increase their combat stat by 1. Ooh. Side with neither. All Breton enemies deploy with plus 3 HP. All orc enemies increase their combat stat by 1. Battle objective uncover. Why would I want to side with neither? I think that's just there to be a troll on unstable encounters, right? I don't see why I would choose that one. Yeah, I think that's just there to troll me. Because they're all battles, right? Because they all have the delve symbol, right? Yeah, they're all delves because they have that symbol. Yeah, the bottom one's just a screw me, right? Okay, I was like trying to read it like, am I missing something? How that would be an option I'd want to pick ever? Okay. So this is gone. And this can go. Okay, so we need an entrance tile. We'll just throw it on the side here. Push that away. Let's get some room. We be delving. Okay. Delve deck. Just shuffle it a bit. Okay. So on cover, that is, I'm assuming only up to 3 shards is the default, right? So it's, I think all the same, I'm trying to go off memory, all the same delve rules apply. Once we see 3 shards exposed, we stop exploring, we can't explore anymore. I think in this, we're allowed to retreat at any point. We'll fail if we don't get out with at least 3 shards. Or exactly 3. We can't get any extra, which I think they fixed it since I played the old version. I feel like they changed it so you can never get over 3. They're just, the rest are ignored. I think they put that in the rulebook that wasn't there before, but I could be wrong. So our idea is to try to get 3 shards, but if we're worried we can just escape. We won't get this extra XP because we'll fail, but we still get the XP we get from the shards 1 per, right? I think that's how that works. And that's how it's different from a survey delve, right? Is that you need to retreat at the end of a round, and you could still get out with some XP even if you fail. Am I wrong? Am I right? I think that's how it works. But I can check my work. But I'm just going off memory. I have not played a uncovered delve in a year, so just going. I've done a survey when I was practicing off stream, but Party gains XP from each sky shard it acquires in the delve up to the delve's required limit. Page 86. Perfect, minion. Yeah. A simple "you're correct" would have been fine. Yeah. Just trying to go on what's different than a survey. I remember that used to confuse me, is all the different battle objectives. Like, how are they different? Especially the delve one. Just seems weird, but... Okay. Delve is shuffled. Round 1. What else? We need to remember, oh yeah, what do we want to choose? Orcs or Bretons? What's better, to have enemies with more fatter booties or more attack? I probably don't like the extra attack. I feel like Bretons maybe don't hit as hard, but given them extra HP will make them harder to get off the board. Maybe Bretons have like high armor, but I should be okay with that. I do have my new bashing die, so maybe more HP is not as bad. But then again, the combat stat on an orc won't matter that much if I can wipe them off the board really fast. Minion says, I think extra health is better. You don't need to kill enemies, just survive. Ah, very true. Very, very true. The only problem, though, with that, the one thing in delves that it gets annoying is when enemies spawn and you need to get past them. And you're just like, I just need to kill this enemy so I don't waste another round to get through to go explore. And I know what you can explore and not move doing an explore action. But sometimes you just need to like get to something to interact with it, and like just even like a level 1 enemy in your way that you can't cut through in like 2 rounds or 1 round, it's like totally screws you. So like having extra health and not being able to get through an enemy. Dragon Leap doesn't leap. It kills me. I'm pretty sure. Each party member may move 1 hex. You may spend any amount of additional tasks to increase the movement hex or the number of hexes. Each party member may move 1 for each additional. You think having the word leap would say like, you know, you could ignore stuff in between if you spend more. No, it's just a boring old spend tenacity for movement. That's it. I know. I wish it wasn't called leap. It should be called dragon walk. Yeah, you need the acrobatics. I know. I should have. I thought of that, but I think we're doing okay. I mean, I'm going to regret it now, but... I'm not actually a dragon. Yeah, I know. All right, yeah. Let's side with the orcs. Let's try the extra HP thing. That's fine. Okay. So we're siding with the orcs. So when an orc enemy deploys, discard it. No new enemy gets replaced. And if a Breton deploys, plus 3 HP. Okay, we'll try to remember this. All right, so I start my first turn. Cooldown happens. And then I'll just explore, right? I'm on the entrance tile. We draw a delve card. We got our first shard. Okay, we need to grab a random tile. A random tile. And we got an entrance here, entrance here. So, I don't know. Do we care? What enemies are we getting? We're getting a 1 level 5 enemy. And when we collect the shard, deploy an enemy to an unoccupied hex on as many tiles with swarmed as possible. Oh yeah, swarmed is a thing in this region, right? But it's only when it tells us a tile is swarmed, right? Multiple delve cards include the keyword swarm. This effect has no function on its own, but various effects can impact the delve tiles with this keyword during a battle. So this is not swarmed, so nothing happens. Right? Yeah, I don't think anything happens on this one, so we got kind of lucky. Let's just put it like this, I guess. Yeah, so 1 entrance touching both, we're good. And I like to connect on 2 if I can, because then it gives me multiple paths to get around, and since I need to retreat too, I don't want to get like blocked by enemies as much as possible. So this will be tied to that. Okay, so we can just... Oh yeah, we need to deploy an enemy. Level 5 enemy. I'll fur this hex away. Oh yeah, and one item. Level 5 is an Argonian. Hey, aren't we the same peoples? Divert and Enfeeble 2. And he is on my spot that I want to go to expand the map. I'm definitely going to move here. I'll take this shard. So we have a shard. Oh, once had a session where I didn't see a sky shard until like 8 tiles in. Then I got 2 sky shards in a row that deployed enemies on all swarm tiles. Oh my. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us. Yeah, that would be rough. Especially on a one where you have to get back out, right? On a retreat. Or actually, retreating in this game is not at the entrance tile unless it tells you, right? Or is that what retreating is in Delves? I need to look this up now. Or is it just a retreat at the end of the phase, right? Uncover. Same as survey objective, it says you must also retreat. If the party retreats before fully exploring the map, the encounter's failed. However, unlike other objectives, the party gains XP for each sky shard collected up to the Delves limit, as long as the entire party is not defeated. Is retreating just me saying I retreat, or I have to get to the entrance? I forget now. Yeah, let's find out. Retreating. Is it just regular retreating? Page 59? Yeah, I just read the thing. Where's the retreat? I'm like, I don't see it anywhere on this page. I ignored the bright blue box. Yeah, so you can just retreat anywhere in the dungeon. I play way too many games that are dungeon crawlers and stuff that like to retreat means to get back to the exit or to get to some special, you know, like in Gloomhaven, there's lots of like get to the other end of the map and then you can escape, you know? But just retreating from the spot you're standing on. Yeah, that's weird. If only they highlighted the section on retreating. Yeah. If only they made it more obvious. Damn. All right. Okay. This kind of sucks. This guy's in our way. I mean, I could have not moved, but then I'm not in the range to do a explore. So I feel like I just have to fight this dude. But we're going to do a loot check. Gotta do it. I'm still looking for that 2-9 weapon. And until I find one, I'm going to loot everything. 641. That's not what we need. 445. Well, we need a 4 and a 5 and a 3, so we'll just change one of the 4s by taking a light fatigue. And we'll just open that up. Haha. It's an Explorer's Pack donkey. Once per Overland movement, you may place 1 HP chip on this donkey to move the party up to 3 additional hexes. Well, see, that could be useful to me. Once there are 3 HP on this, discard it instead. Yeah, see, that could get us to our other tile and allow us to be a little more flexible, actually. I don't know. Let's just put it in here. We'll just get rid of whatever. Okay. Sure. Okay, now let's attack this guy. He's got divert, so we'd have to do it in 2 separate. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's push. Push. Yeah, because we can use tenacity after to move in. If we can defeat this guy first, we could Dragon Blood. Freaking game, man. Freaking game. Well, now we're full tenacity. Serenity now. Serenity now. Serenity now. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 and do the Dragon Knight standard thing. Dice game hate rage rants oncoming. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. 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 We're gonna fill up our bar out of frustration. Okay, so we got what's this? 3 damage, 4 total. That's what we need. 2 light fatigue. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it this way. So we get him down to 1, so he can be finished. Yep, we'll put 1 in. We hope we roll a 1 on this. Okay, I saw it go to tenacity for a sec. Okay, so we kill this guy. When we kill him, we can remove 2 light fatigue from our bar. Yeah, I wonder if taking over fatigue and then I guess it's the same thing. Yeah. Okay. We kill him. We spend 1 tenacity. We move. We explore. Okay, we got the throne room. So there's our 2 other shards. Let's... Might be able to win right here, right? Depending on what happens. Oh, what's it say when revealed? When revealed, the party may choose to gain any amount of light fatigue and distribute among adventurers. For each light fatigue gained by an adventurer, you may deal 2 true damage to an enemy on this tile. I just need to move onto the tile and then survive to the end of the round, right? And then I can retreat. So we have entrance options. And we're going to populate the tile with, we're at 11, a 10, and a 1. And the 10 can go far away from us. So let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. You know what? Let's just rotate. And then and here. And then a 10. Yeah, my lucky card draw is definitely, yeah, definitely made up for the dice rolls. It has to connect on 2 sides, is that a thing? I thought it only has to connect to this one on and touching both. I think that only matters for the entrance tile, no? It matters for these too? Yeah, I think Keith, you're thinking of the entrance tile rule, where that must touch both entrances. Because this really is only like 1 entrance, but it takes up 2 spaces. That's why it's printed in the middle. So that's how you know this was weird. That's how I remember it from the first time playing. But these ones are not on a line. They're in the middle of the hex, so you can think of it as different. Yeah. No, Keith, it's all good. You're learning. Like, bring this stuff up, right? If you're not sure, bring it up. Like, don't, yeah, it's helping people out. I'm sure you're not the only one that's going to watch this video, you know, in the next few months. It's going to be like, oh, crap, I did it that way too. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, no, it's all good. Don't feel bad. It's good stuff. Okay, so we need, what am I doing? I'm fighting a 10, so it's a red guard mercenary with shatter and steel, 6 health. And red guard is not the trait we're looking for. We need orcs. Orcs, people. Orcs. I'll put this guy over here. And then a 1. Spriggan with Bane. So these can only move 2. So if I've done this right, I could spend 1 more tenacity to keep going. Go down to 1, which I don't know if I should be doing it this way. Oh, sorry. The loot is actually a legendaries in here too, but that goes, oh yeah, that's just on the other side here. This goes here. Yeah, it's a legendary and a regular, and I'm assuming you put legendary first further away. I would just assume. I don't want to gain light fatigue to do true damage. I don't think I care. Oh, look at how bad this is. If I gain these 2, I gain 1 over fatigue for each sky shard that has been collected, including this one. So I get 3 over fatigue. But I gotta do it, right? Because I can't explore the dungeon anymore unless I enter this tile anyway, so... See, I'll spend... Yeah, I did it already, right? Yeah, I spend 1. And then I go here. Yeah. And then I collect. And then I gain 3 dirty black tiles, or dirty black dice, or cubes, or whatever. Oh, that's so gross. So gross. Is it wrong that I want to roll this right now? I feel like we gotta go to town now. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of the Bretons and the orcs. Like none of his. I have orc on my team actually. I should have realized I have an orc, so it's less likely I'm gonna see one. This might be the only orc in the whole bag. Like, oh, I'm a dummy. Okay, this goes. Oh yeah, what was this from? This was from me finishing that guy. So I think would be here. Man, oh man. Adam, that game has been recommended to me before. And it's like a game in a series, right? I always see that booth at Gen Con. It's been there for like ever. Those like Red Dragon in games. And I remember like going to the booth maybe like 8 years ago and seeing like a Red Dragon in game. And it probably is not the one you're talking about. But I just remember like it looked very like, and I'm like, I can be shallow like this. When you have to choose between like 500 games that are out at a convention, and if it looks amateur in any way to me, and yet it's still the same price as like another game that looks more professional in quality, just by like graphic design and art and who's presenting the game and how it looks on the table, it just turned me off. And I always avoid that booth. But I did see this year it was quite popular, and it, over the last like year or so, people have been mentioning that the Tales of the Red Dragon Inn is something I should look into, that I probably would have fun with it. And they've obviously improved over time, is what somebody told me too. So I should probably give it a second look, but I have not personally seen that game myself. But yeah, over the years, they've released like tons of Red Dragon Inn games. I know this. Jade says it's got a lot of humor and stuff. You'd laugh. I'll look into it. I'll look into it, guys, for sure. I'm not going to Gen Con this year, so hopefully it's like something available in Canada, like at my local game stores. I'm not sure if I've seen it really there ever, but I obviously I'm spoiled. I could literally drive to in less than an hour to like 15 different game stores that sell board games, so I could probably find it if it's here. And there is, I don't live that far either from Board Game Bliss, and even for just shipping, and they import a lot of weird stuff. Even they were like the first to have Chip Theory stuff before Chip Theory was in retail. they would like somehow stalk it, and I don't know how they were doing that, but oh, okay, the other ones aren't dungeon crawlers. So this is specifically a dungeon crawler. Okay, perfect. I like me some dungeon crawlers. I do have a couple other dungeon crawlers, not dungeon crawlers. I have a dungeon crawler or two and some campaign games I'd rather check out first probably, but I'll definitely put it on the list to look into for sure. Because you're not the first to bring that up. And yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not like a series. It's like kind of like an IP to them. It's like their own theme and characters and stuff, and they just make different games, I think, with different mechanics and just make it in that world. It's kind of how it was explained to me before. And when I was at their booth. The Tales version is fantastic. Okay, perfect. Okay, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll look into it. All right. So we got our Sky Shards. We got our Over Fatigue. I'm not going to get attacked by anybody. We can just go to the end of the round. These guys will just literally... Oh, this one has 2 range. Oh, this one has 5 range. Oh, I'm a dummy. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to get attacked. My bad. For some reason, I thought that was a melee guy. And what's Shatter? Yeah. Okay, let's finish the combat. I can put some on the monkey. I think I'm going to put it on the monkey. Unless I'm going to a town to heal anyway. Which I probably should do, right? So we can take some damage. We can take some damage. And this one can do Bane. Yeah. Shatter. Each turn, the first time this unit is engaged by an adventurer who is not overtaxing a weapon. Yeah. The adventurer may discard a weapon from a ready slot. Yeah, I wish I could discard a weapon. I don't have such things. Okay, we're not worried about Shatter. And are we worried about Steel? A D6. If it's greater than or equal to the target's current HP. That could happen. Do I move somehow? I could spend 1 more tenacity and keep moving, but I don't think it changes much. Oh, it would stop me from getting a Bane die. But again, we can just remove that, right? When we heal. Yep, well, let's just do it. We'll just stay there. So this guy will go first. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll roll a D6. He gets a 4. We're good on the steel. He's then going to roll 2 dice. Whoops. 2 dice. 2 damage. Yeah, I didn't play the defense, so my bar was too full. So down to 4. That's fine. And then this one is going to move 1, 2, and give me some Bane. Bane. Right? Bane is like the bleed in this game, right? Yeah. Deal 1 true damage at the start of each of its turns, so that won't matter really. Okay. And then we're done. And we retreat. Retreat. And this will get us 4 XP, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 XP. So that will go from 11 to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're feeling good. We're feeling good. These can go away. Okay. Sure we'll need our Clash one, wherever that went. Okay. That's how you 1 round a dungeon and fill up your bar. Oh, my race ability. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I'm going to heal anyway. It's fine. I know. I could have just ignored it. I know. Yeah, you're right. I just didn't care because, like, I'm going to use that town action. I have to do it, right? So, like, no way. I can do one more. I can remove one of these at the end of this day. One more if I did like a peaceful. And then I go into the final combat like this. Like, no thanks. No thanks. We got to rest. We have to. These get shuffled back in. I'll shuffle that before we do another delve anyway. Okay. So, we have, what was it? 4 XP to spend? We're going 4 cooldown, right? 4 cooldown? Is that greedy? I just feel like it's easy. Again, not having extra HP, but I think we'll do a peaceful and maybe get 1, and then we'll just take an HP. I feel is an okay play. Or I could take like a stamina and like 1 HP. Stamina, 1 HP, and then hold 1. Like I would do maybe, but I think I just go the cooldown. 4 cooldown going forward. I feel like we're kind of set. I know it makes these weaker, but I'm greedy. I'm very greedy cooldown player for sure. I feel like that's like the best stat in the game, and like it just gets easy mode if you have like that balanced well with your like stamina. But yeah, it does make this weaker, but I think that's it's okay. So rest, yeah, we'll just remove one of these. Day 11. This is like our last day. We're gonna go, oh yeah, how do we do this? Oh yeah, we can't do a peaceful now. We need to do a town, right? That's how it's the problem. So we could go to, we need to go to one of these towns, I think. So then they're closer. I also need to do my end of, it's no symbol on the card, so we don't change the unrest. Stays at 3. I feel like, yeah, these are both the same distance. We don't need to take a light fatigue now, but we'll take one before the final fight. So it's a Clare Castle or cross switch. Three common items, no legendary. Come on, man. And what's the other one? The castle. 4 common, no legendary. No, we don't want the side quest. Yeah, I guess 4 common items is better. So let's go to a Clare Castle. The start of the encounter, the party may freely gain the Dark Forces of Greed side quest. I don't care, I think. We already did that one. It's discarded. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, common is what I should be digging through. It's just a bigger deck too, but it does probably have more two-handed weapons, right? 1, 2. No. Oh, okay, we got one. Holy. I don't know if it's good for our build, but okay. Let's see what it is. Rubadite Greatsword. Tenacity on combat skill dice. Gain 3 tenacity, but they add 1 life fatigue to your cooldown track. There was one I got before that's like ignored 1 armor on your enemy, which is like was phenomenal. It's like even 2 armored guys I was ignoring. But again, we have our friends with us, so that my class ability isn't as good as it is when I don't have our fighters with us. But this is, I will take it because then this enables my molten weapons, right? Okay. And then we will rest, so we're full health already. And we'll just get all these dices back where they go. And that's town. No rewards. Recover doesn't matter. We're on day 12. Oh yeah, we need to do a card to see unrest. What's this symbol? This is increase unrest by 2. Oh no, it's dangerous, guys. Oh, this is bad, probably. Bad, 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 bad. Yep, we ignored the side quest thing. We definitely should have done 2 of them. Okay, so day 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to take a light fatigue. And then we're overriding the town with a quest, which is in the C's somewhere. No, that's B's. We're on C, right? This one. Throw down. All right. After another, we already read that. All right. Initiate the following clash. End of session difficulty EP. So we're at 15. It's 16. That's okay. So our EP is 15. We're deploying hexes 1 through 4. So that's 3, 5 enemies. Ooh, that is definitely escalating quickly. Okay, humanoids if possible. Humanoids if possible. Humanoids if possible. Or no, we're doing a 10 and then a 5. What am I doing? A 10 and then a 5. That is, yeah, I don't know how I'm forgetting this. Yeah, not the best two-handed weapon, yeah, but it's more for this molten weapons. Like, I just, there's been times I wanted to trigger this. After rolling dice, and I'm using a weapon, I could just be like, you know what? I'm going to make the combat ones, they're just going to deal true damage. You know, could it help us like wipe out some of those enemies, you know, that are just like a problem a little quicker, speed up our rounds in the combat a little bit. Like obviously combat skill dice. I only have 2 of them, but I mean, just any true damage in these games is like, it's very powerful. All right, so our 10, oh no, we need to get humans. Humans. Are you human? No? Human? Yes. So our 10 is a goblin shaman who recovers and rots. Rots as he gives us some kind of thing, right? After this unit is defeated by an adventurer, the adventurer gains 1 over fatigue. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so this guy is going on this hex down here. And then a 5er, we need a 5. That's humanoid. 5er, that's humanoid. A Nord Marauder. Native and Rush. Okay. Yeah, now that native ability, Insight is like, or whatever, is a lot more powerful. Because now they can he can heal up everyone else by 5 if I kill him. So got to be very smart with it. 7 health too. Okay, that's going on spot number 2. Oh yeah, we don't need the entrance. Spot number 2 is bottom right. Okay, I need common. Okay, and then we do new EP, half rounded down. We're at 15, so 7? 7. So then we start with a 5, humanoid. The Breton Marauder. Where were you? This is the one we had last time. Where were you when we were trying to deal with Bretons and stuff? I guess we don't want to see them. And this goes on the 3 spot. 6 health. Right here. Okay, and then we need 2 1s. Rot is fine with the companions. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I forget. We have friends. No. High Elf Bandit is going here. And a Dark Elf Bandit is going, oh no, on 5, sorry, 5 to 8. So 5, 6 is down here. Okay. And then 5 health for this guy. Three health for this guy. So I should have him on spots 1 and 2. And then 5, 6. No, wait. The first one I only had 2 enemies, so it's 1 and 2. And then I can start on 5, which this one should be here. 6 is down here. And 7 is up here. Yeah. Yeah. It probably matters, so I should do it. Okay. Now, during round 1, each adventurer skips a recovery step. Okay. Oh yeah, I can put ourselves on here, 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 and here, and here. So, based on such things, going for the weakest at range, going for 2 weakest, 2 weakest, ranged weakest, 2 weakest. Okay, so as long as I don't get low health, I won't be the target. And this is the final fight with these guys, I'm sure. So they can die. I don't care. So it's a fight to the death. I don't want her getting meleeed in half. So let's actually put her in the middle. Because she can shoot anyone anywhere. And then who am I trying to kill? This guy's the most annoying guy. He's in recover, so we need to go all at him. So I go here, we take the troll, and we hope the troll finishes him. So, but we can remove over fatigue after we kill. This divert guy is annoying. Native guy with rush. Yep. Okay. We skip cooldown. Now what do? We got to, we're on dangerous, so each adventurer must exhaust 3 available skill dice. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, you didn't see that. Yeah, I was just gonna exhaust these 3, the 2 combat and this one, I think is the play. And I just go ham with these, maybe put some defense in, and that's like my first round. I'm thinking that's the play. I don't want to roll this first turn anyway, really, right now. Even though I probably should, actually. Oh, I should. Yeah, I need tenacity. I'm only at 1. If I can get to 3. Yeah, what was I thinking? So let's... Oh, exhausting these. They just go in with tenacity, though, right? Yeah. Let's just do that. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah. No cooldown first round. This is going to be fun. Okay. So we are going to go 1, 2, 3. And okay, we got some stuff. 4 tenacity. We're full. Jeez, that was a perfect roll. What's this one? This is our drain and deal 5 damage to my target. Or this one's deal 3. 5. How many guys are on the board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are not more. So my ability to ignore his armor doesn't count right now. But I'm attacking with this weapon, of course. So I don't need to do that ability. Let's see. That doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, none of that matters. Okay. So I should probably resolve both of these dice then, because he has 1 armor, 5 health. So I'm just shy. So let's do... This one is drained. This one with 2 light fatigue. We'll go here. Killing this guy. I didn't want to be the one to kill it, but it's going to work that way. Then I can have this guy start working on the dodge guy, which we know how that's going to work out. So I take an over fatigue from the rot. Okay, this guy won't be recovering anybody, right? And then... Dragon Blood, I can remove an over fatigue from my cooldown track after destroying somebody. I'm sure the order might be important there, actually. How is Rot? After it's defeated, and then when does my Dragon Blood? After an adventurer defeats an enemy. They're both in the same window. I'm assuming I just choose. So I can choose the over fatigue first, then to remove it. Since they happen at the same time. Pretty sure that's okay. Now what? Do I take some fatigue and throw a defense die in there? Probably. I don't think it's that important though, but I'll do it. Because my bar is really full, and when it's full, it's good to put these in there. 2! Yes. Yes. Okay. So then, we're done our turn. I'm good with that. I don't think I need to spend any... No, I don't need to move or anything. That's fine. Okay, let's have... Maybe I shouldn't have this guy working on the dodge enemy. That was probably dumb. I think it's okay. And I'm actually going to, I am going to spend 1 tenacity to move a party member 1 hex. Let's move this guy 1 hex. Let's move this. That guy doesn't need to move, we don't care. Yeah, just this one guy, I'll move 1 hex. I'm going to move him 1 hex. Okay. And then let's have this guy go here. Actually, we'll have him go here. Okay, he's going to roll 3. See how many we miss. Oh, we rolled all 1s, so 3 damage. 1 gets blocked. 2 gets through. I mean, that's pretty good. We're going to have her move 1 this way. And then we're going to have her attack. No, we're not going to have her go now. We're going to have this guy move here. He's going to roll 1 die. Blank. Great. Fantastic. And then let's have this guy move 1 to here. He's going to attack this high elf bandit for 2. I rolled a 1 and a blank, so his dodge will make this cancel this out, right? So that's nothing. Oh, it's aggressive. He's aggressive. He gets to roll the miss. So he actually hits for 2. So this guy's down to 1. And because that's a thing, I'm going to move this up here for 2. And then she is going to fire on this guy for 1. And hits a 1. True damage. Doesn't matter. He would have died on any roll. That's there. Okay. And we're done. So now enemies will go. This is the highest rank, or this is the highest rank. Doesn't matter. We'll just have the rush guy go. So he'll move 1, 2. There's no one there. So he's going to rush to move 2 more, up to 2 more. It'll just go here. Yeah, we'll just have move there. And he won't attack because he did the rush thing. And then let's have this guy. He's going to attack both of these guys. He attacked 2 targets. Let's attack the big boy first. Or actually, it just attacks both. Oh my, he rolled 2 2s. Oh no, sorry, 2 and a 1. My bad. And so this guy gets 1 through because he only has 2 shield. This guy actually takes 3 full damage. Ouchie. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. And then this dark elf wants to go for the weakest. Where can it go? It can move 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6. This guy has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's the weakest, yeah. So he just needs to move 2, and then he'll fire on this guy. Because we're all tied, right? It's like, I think. But he has dodge, so the blank and the 1 doesn't do any damage to this guy, right? Okay. And next, round 2? No. Were we on round 2? That was all round 1, right? Round 2. Cooldown of 4. So light fatigue goes. This defensive die goes back in. These go back in. So we can use our weapon with these dice to be nice. I say we just go after the range guy. So we'll use our weapon. We're going to roll these dice. I could choose to do Molten after. He's got 5 health. Yeah, let's roll this with it. Okay, so Tenacity on grant 3 and add a light fatigue to your cooldown track. Okay, sure. I'm sure I have to do that. I don't know what's the thing. But I don't want to do that yet. I'll do... This is 5 damage. So let's resolve it this order. See how much light fatigue we can jam in there. Then let's put this in. And then we'll put this in. Okay. And then... Oh, he's not dead because he's got divert. Oh, why did I roll all my dice together then? That was dumb. So, whatever. I screwed up. Actually, I can say I just rolled separate. But then which combat die? Nah, that's fine. I messed up. It's fine. I should have rolled just an orange and a white together and then a white. But I might have missed on one of them, so whatever. Oh, I could do this. Yeah, I'm going to spend 2 tenacity. Which I could have done any time, right? And then gain the 3 after. I think that works. So I can roll 2 combat dice, deal the damage. No, but I want to do it separate so that it's able to kill this guy, right? I don't know. Or does it all get added up on a turn? I don't think so. I think this is separate, right? Yeah, whatever. Okay, we'll kill this guy. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so I'll just say I did it after the fact. So I lost some tenacity there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Probably in order I could have done that to be more efficient, but It's all good. All right. Now my friends are going to start attacking. So let's have the 3 hit this guy. So 2, 2, 1. That's 5. No dodge effect. He's only got 4 health and 1 shield, so he's toast. None of these guys had native, right? Nope. All right. So I guess this guy should just go here and attack for 1 and probably do nothing. He rolled a 1, blocked. We'll have her attack here. Blank. And we'll have this guy with aggressive attack here. So we've got 1. We reroll the miss. It's a 1. So that's 2, but he's got 1 armor, so only 1 gets through. Boom. So now he's going to attack back. Targeting 2, so we'll target here and here. 2 dice. This guy doesn't dodge anything. He's dead. Wood Elf Bandit, RIP. And then 2 against this guy is fully blocked. Round 3. Just run up here. Cool down to 4. I'll just roll 1 die, I guess. Oh, how do I get dice back again? Yeah, I should do this in a way different order. I'm going to spend 2 to gain 1 over fatigue and gain these 2 dice back. And then I'm going to roll these dice as part of this. Maybe build some tenacity up. Okay, well, we got some tenacity. 1 tenacity plus 2 tenacity puts us to magical 4. And then this is going to gain us 2 light fatigue. And we're going to slam for 3. He blocks 1. This takes 2. And this goes here. And I think that's okay. Oh, I didn't defeat anybody, so yeah. We'll have her attack here for 1. I probably should have attacked first the other guy, but I don't think it matters. Aggressive for 2. Hits for 1. He's down to 2 left. And then we'll have our big troll guy come in. Boom, boom, boom. I should be looking at items. I should be trying to unlock these, but I think we're okay. Yeah, maybe I do that. Because we still have rounds left, right? Yeah, let's do that. You can stay there, troll. No attack. No attack for you. And this guy will just attack both of us. 2 dice. 1 and 1. I block the 2. He blocks the 2. We're good. New round 4. Cooldown of 4. Let's do a... Does tenacity get reset at the end of a session? Probably, right? Probably. I think I have it on one of these sheets here. Because I might as well just blow it if it's going to go away. Just run around the board with Dragon Leap and get all the loots. Yeah, 0 tenacity at the start of a session. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Dominic, too. Yeah, all my minions said it too. Okay, perfect. I knew I had the answer on my sheet and setup, so that's good. Okay, so then I'm YOLO. So what's the better way to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 4 tenacity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works. Whatever. So let's try to get some loot. See what we get. You can find a better tuner weapon, or I mean, I feel like we're pretty good with our items. 3, 1, 3. Well, we have the 1. I could just get 2 tenacity and open it. Yeah, let's just do it. I have other temps. A 3 and a 6. Let's do one more roll. 2 and a 3. I need a 2 and a 4. So 1 tenacity. Open. Sparring manual. When visiting a trainer, you may train a, whatever that's called, warrior type skill line of your choice from the bag instead. Alternatively, instead of training a skill line, you may discard this item to untrain a warrior skill die, and then train a skill die in the same line that is 1 level higher. Oh, actually, that's warrior 2, right? The defensive one actually might be neat. Or the two-handed. Yeah, this is not a bad item, right? Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. I think that would be useful. And then we'll get rid of that. Then we get over here. We spend all of our tenacity. And then we'll try another item. 3, 5, 4, 3 attempts. 3, 3, 6. And we'll just roll again. A 5. And we'll just take 1 tenacity, change the 5 to a 4. I think it's okay. Bright Throat Poultice. As an action on your turn, you may remove a status die applied to an adjacent unit and then gain the same status die yourself. When would I ever want to do that in a solo, true solo? I guess if an enemy went stealth, I could steal that. Otherwise, I don't want any of them. I don't think it's worth keeping in a ready slot just for that. I'm going to just discard it. Yeah, whatever. Hey, Matthew. Stopping in to say a sober hello. Very good, very good. Off to play Everdell. Glad to see you playing this game again. Very fun to watch. Excellent. Hope you're doing well, Matthew. Rob says tenacity means light fatigue. Oh, did I miss say that? Maybe. That's why I shouldn't play for more than 3 hours, I'm telling you. Okay. We're almost getting to that point. It's falling apart. Okay. So this is unlocked. That's our turn. Now our friends can just beat this guy up, right? 1. And then we'll shoot with the archer, try to do some true damage. Sure. Boom! We win. Okay. Rewards 2. So we're going to 17. 2 XP. When completed, go to entry E37. It was a tough battle, but you've managed to eke out a victory over the other teams in what the Circle of Champions calls the Throwdown Showdown. Clever name. As the crowd chants your name, however, rather than approaching the victor's podium, you make your way towards some of your downed opponents who you notice performing a suspicious amount of dark magic during the fight. As you near your incapacitated foes, however... Brett, thank you for the reward for winning. Reward. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Hey, Sakabra. You can do it! It's just a Canadian thing? Oh, okay. As you near your pacific foes, however, they look at you with contempt, mutter some unintelligible language, and disappear into a shadowy portal. Clearly their minds were on something more than a championship purse. At day's end, Aveli thanks you for your help. I'll get a word to the king's retainers that there must be a relic in his possession that someone very powerful wants to get their hands on. In the meantime, enjoy glad handling big wigs at the palace. You've earned it. So, in session 1, we are in session 1. We're going to choose one of the following. If your extensive travels have led you to take a job from the less scrupulous group, select the High Rock Dark Brotherhood. So we change our guild, but we stay in the same region. If your time in the arena has fostered a passion for the Circle of Champions, and what it represents, select the Skyrim Circle of Champions quest for session 2. If your undercover work impresses a certain spy agency, select the Hammerfell Eyes of the Queen quest. Hammerfell. Oh, Hammerfell expansion. This is like one of the expansions they plan to like release like in 6 months from now or something, right? Or at least crowdfund. Like we're not even going to see that expansion for like a year, right? At the least. So yeah, we only have 2 options. And we gain keyword, gain ally Aveli Sharp Arrow. Gain ally Aveli Sharp Arrow. Sure. Okay. You don't change your guild, you're just going to a different quest in the Gazetteer. No, I think you do change your guild. You do change your guild when it tells you to. Yeah. You choose not to work with your current guild. You choose to like basically take on a job from another guild. That's my understanding. Yeah. No, it is telling me to change because of it's telling me the name of the group. Dark Brotherhood. Yeah. Yeah, this whole game's premise is like I'm a mercenary taking on jobs from different guilds. So I can choose to betray your current guild. That comes up sometimes where like you can just mess with them in the story. But you're always working on a job for that guild. And if you don't please the guild, you fail at your job, basically. So this is saying I can switch up and I take a job from a less scrupulous group. So I'm pretty sure that it just changes. It's like a thing. Yeah, I know it's saying to do that in the Gazetteer, but to do that, I would have to have that guild, right? Yeah, I think it changes it. But we can figure that out. I'm sure it's in here. We'll find it. It is important, right? Because I might want to take the other one just for a different ability. I know it is in here. Let's just do physical. Yeah, let's see if we can find it. So we're looking for basically all the stuff that's like end of session, right? 49. I don't know, you might be right. Again. Yeah, you gotta replay everything. Yeah. I think the wording isn't clear either. Yeah, it should say it in here, right? Let's bring it up on the screen. I mean, we can figure it out, right? Because if it doesn't say, like... But it might say in, like, starting the next session, you know? We could probably also read the entry for how guilds work, and it might say you should have the guild card based on the guild you're doing their mission for. Maybe that's, like, worded in that. So, during the day, the party succeeds at its guild quest. The players complete a reward phase, skip the end of day. Oh yeah, reward. We have 2 XP we still have to spend before we finish. Players, okay. The party reads this guild epilogue step. This step wraps up the story of the current session and gives the party instructions for choosing the province and quest for its next session. These instructions vary based on which session the party just completed. Session 1, choose one of the available guild quest options from the session's epilogue. Note this choice in the party's campaign journal in the Session 2 quest section. This will determine the province map and the gazetteer used in the next session. So it doesn't mention here which guild card you'll have. Which I'll do all this off stream. I'll just go through this. It's fine. Continuing campaign. Choose difficulty, set up adventurers. Set up components. Refer to the journal from the party's last session to determine the province and quest for this session. Refer to the province's gazetteer for the rest of the procedure, starting with its gazetteer page. See setup on page 12. It might be there. Follow any additional setup instructions for the chosen quest and endgame, then follow the setup procedure as normal, but leave the party XP dial. Yeah, I bet we can find on page 12, right? It probably is part of setup is like grabbing your card. Set up guild quest. To set up your guild quest, refer to its first quest step in the gazetteer. Set aside any quest unit chips described there. Place the party token in the starting location. So first session, you shuffle and then choose one of them. Later sessions, your next guild quest is determined at the end of the previous session. Yeah, it's not really clear, right? But it does say, like, yeah, it doesn't tell you to, like, get a new card. Later sessions, your next guild quest is determined at the end of the session as described successfully, completing a session. Yeah, it doesn't specifically say you're going to take a new guild card, but here it talks about getting a guild card. Yeah, it doesn't clearly state it. Maybe you're not supposed to switch. I just always assumed and I've always done it that way. This is a clever one. Yeah, this is a clever one. Oh, it affects session 3? So having your initial guild is important to me. Okay, let's read about guild cards. Let's read about guild cards. Maybe it explains there. Uh, or the guild deck, like, I don't know. Guild kiosk? I don't know. I feel like these both aren't going to tell us what we need to know. Like, we need to see what they consider a guild card. Does it say a guild card represents the guild you're currently working for? 46. Guild card. Well, that doesn't really. It just talks about your party can have only one active guild quest. It doesn't mention like card, but like quests. Oh, right here, right here. The guild's quest steps appear in the current province's gazetteer. Your party's guild is represented by the guild card, which shows the guild icon. Each guild card also describes an ability the party's adventurers can use as a town action during town encounters. See guild card above. Here's also why your guild card must match the guild you're working for. It just thematically makes sense. And your town actions and your guild town quest, or no, guild town kiosk. Your guild town kiosk action is you getting resources from the guild you're currently working on, their quest, to help you complete that quest. So they're basically giving you money and funds and stuff to use in that town. So you taking an action from them is like you using resources they've given you. So it doesn't thematically make sense either where you'd like be using Circle of Champions while you're trying to help out the Thieves Guild. Why would the Circle of Champions be giving you a cool action and resources at a town when you're not even working for them, you know? It's not explicit. I know it's not there, and you guys know I'm one for that, where I get frustrated. I talk about this before. This is exactly a problem, and playing games and reading rule books like this is exactly a symptom of your rules were written by somebody who is way too familiar with the game, too late in the design process, and the people who are proofreading it and checking it are not people who are new to the game and playing it for the first few times and having questions. It is made by a group of people who are like very comfortable with the game, have played it so much. Things like this, they're just ingrained. It just makes sense to them, so they don't think to ask those kind of weird questions. But if you took your rule book and then gave it to a bunch of people who are learning your game and let them critique it and rip through it, they're going to find things that are not obvious. And especially ones that have played it. Like I remember Frosthaven, they made the rule book available a couple weeks before printing for everyone to go through and read it. And they were catching crazy stuff to be corrected. So it ended up turning out to be a better book. But again, some of those people correcting it had only played like Gloomhaven and Jaws of the Lion, so they fully hadn't gone through with the components yet and seen cards and read things, right? So it's like, you still want to have newbies in the playtesting process that then use your rules and references and then see what questions come up and then go back and correct, you know? But there is that time is money, right? So like, you have to stop your rule book at one point and lock it in and send it to the printer. Otherwise, it's going to hold up everything else. So, yeah. But it's like, I wish these, like, they started the rule book literally from the beginning and it was like a regression, like a, what do you call that? Like kind of like a waterfall, right? Where you keep like, or what's that called? Where you constantly keep going back to the beginning. Like, so they like use that rule book, people learn it, record everything that came up, and then like go back to the beginning and do it again with the next group. And it keeps going through each group until it's pretty solid. Like, this is really good what they did. And you know they're improving. But it's obviously that people are like, they just know that's how it works. So it's like, it just makes sense. Yeah. Well, so Cabra, the issue is we're talking about if you switch guilds, if you switch quest lines, so at the end of session 1, you switch to go do a different guild's quest line in a different book or the same book, that you need to switch your guild card, but nowhere it tells you to take a new guild card. It only mentions that you're going to now follow a different quest line. But nowhere we were able to find so far that tells you to actually discard your previous guild card and take a new card or at all. So it's like, yeah, you could, technically you could just take 2 cards now. Do you have 2 guild cards? Like, obviously thematically none of that makes sense. But yeah, its only impact is on the guild kiosk action, yeah. But still, it's a small thing, but it's like, it matters. But thematically, I'm pretty sure your guild card is connected to the guild you're currently working on their job, aka quest. And it's that guild giving you resources at a town. So let's see if we go to town actions. Maybe it's like more clear there. Like thematically, I doubt it, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun to try to like solve the puzzle. Where's like the guild kiosk action? Oh, did I pass it? Guild kiosk. This enables the adventurer to use their guild's unique town action. Each guild action is described on the guild card chosen during setup. Yeah, that doesn't help exactly. I just know in one of the how to play videos from Chip Theory, they do mention that the guild kiosk action on the card that you're doing at the town symbolizes the guild you're working for doing their quest, giving you resources to help you complete their quest. So yeah. But no, it's not clear. Yeah. Thematically, it must match. Rules as written, you do what you want. Yogi, you play it how you want to play it. You could play it so you're like working for the other guild still, but you're like fake working for the current guild, and you fail if you don't do their job, but you're secretly stealing benefits and resources from the guild you're now no longer really working for. You can play it however you want. I'm sure that thematically works in the Elder Scrolls universe, that you could be stealing from one faction while working for another. Like, that totally works. Totally works. But yeah. Yeah, your headcanon was I was secretly not working for the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah. So here, until we have an FAQ entry, yeah, what exactly, Sakabra? When in doubt, it's your game, do what you want. Yeah, true. Yeah, Yogi is technically playing it more correct, rules as written, because it's never told to get rid of your guild card and pick a new one. Never tells you to do that. But yeah, that's funny that we just do that, and we just, I don't know where I just got that from. I don't know if I remember playing it that way, like right from the beginning. That's how it worked. Maybe it was worded different in our like prototype rule book or something that made it more clear that they, I don't know, it didn't make it through, but I doubt it. I bet we just assumed. Yeah, I bet we just assumed. So what were we doing again? We are going, I'll do a poll. We can do a poll, right? Yeah, let's just do a quick poll before we wrap up here to find out where we're going next session. So it's Dark Brotherhood High Rock. Who do you work for? Dark Brotherhood High Rock. Okay, or what was the other one? Skyrim. Circle of Champions. Skyrim. And where's my mouse? Yeah, so if you're here watching, you can go ahead in the live chat there and vote. I just put it so it's guild/region. So if you want to see me work with a different guild, but in the same region, doing something different in High Rock, Working with the unrest, all good. We're going to Hammerfell. I don't have Hammerfell, right? I mean, all the books are upstairs. I don't think I have a Hammerfell. Because the only expansion I have is Valenwood. And I think they said they put stuff in this game that they're working on that they hope to crowdfund, like, if they get approval, like late, I think it's like fall of this year, but then we might not see it for like another year after that. So yeah, it doesn't exist, right? It could have been a crowdfunding only add-on, but Chip Theory doesn't usually do that kind of stuff. So if they add it on a crowdfunding campaign, I'm sure we'd be able to buy it. Yeah, it doesn't exist. Okay, yeah. There was another one I saw when I was playing the other day. That was a region I don't have either. So they must have a couple expansions in the works, which is interesting. But I remember them saying on like a live stream or like a Q&A where they were like, we're pretty sure we'll get to do this, but they were going to wait till the game came out to like retail and everyone else and see the reception. And then based on that, go and try to get approval from the IP holder, like Bethesda or ZeniMax or whatever, and then see if they get greenlit on it. And they also probably want to see internally how well the sales do and the reception is, because you could have a thing where like the original game sells like hotcakes, like let's say Cloudspire, but then once everyone gets Cloudspire, the reception isn't as hot. And then when you start making expansions for a game that's not hot, then nobody really wants the expansions after because they don't play the base game enough to get bored. And then they don't feel like investing back in the game. And Cloudspire is a hard game to get back to the table after you take a break from it too. So I feel like that's a thing. So if people got Elder Scrolls and were like, cool, it's fun to play once, twice, but after that it's too complicated and nobody wants to play with me, then you're not going to be wanting to buy expansions for a game that's not hitting the table often. And that might be a problem. Oh, Ellesmere and Somerset. Okay. Or Somerset Isles? Yeah. Yeah, Somerset Isles I saw in the book. I think that's the one I saw. Oh yeah, tariffs could throw all that out the window, Sakabra, yeah. Tariffs could change all that. Yeah. Thank you for subscribing, Amir. Thank you so much. The rulebook mentions the other regions planned. Oh, right in the rulebook. Ooh, on page 15. I only saw in the quest guides, like it was probably even in the High Rock one when I was playing the other day, I saw it. Oh, right down here, the province codes. Oh yeah. It's these blue highlighted boxes that I just skip over. So there's 4 expansions, but only one's out. Oh, okay. So they're going to have 3 expansions in the crowdfunding campaign. Interesting. Yeah, hopefully the tariff stuff gets figured out, but ugh. Yeah, crowdfunding is like a yeah, I literally won't touch it with a 10-foot pole right now. It's like even though I'm in Canada and it's like shouldn't affect me that much, but yeah, it does. It affects the prices of everything. Yep. Even if it's manufactured in another country and doesn't even touch the US, just raises the price on everything. But I know a lot of publishers are just raising the prices on US only. So then it's like I'm fine-ish. But it definitely hurts their sales. And when a print run is smaller, that raises the price of everything. You can lower the price of manufacturing the more you can put in a print run, right? So if US backers aren't backing and it hurts the percentage of sales, then it's going to raise the price for everybody. So, boom. All right, we're ending the poll. Thank you for voting. And we're going to 100% want us to stick with the Circle of Champions, and we're headed to Skyrim. Okay. Let me jot that down. Session 2 quests, Circle of Champs Skyrim. And just when I thought I played enough Skyrim, and we got to go back. Just when I thought I played every single re-released edition of Skyrim on every single platform, we have to play it again in the damn board game. Jeez, I can never get over it. When are we getting the next Elder Scrolls game? I'm tired of re-releases. Okay, anyways. Yogi did back this War of Mine 2nd edition. I am a sucker though. Hey, that is fine to back if you can't get it easily, the retail edition of the first one. I feel like it dried up. I feel like they dried up and they knew that for a bit. And this is a way for them to get it back out there and do a big print run of it. So if you wanted that game but never could find it for a while, I think that's totally fine, Yogi. That totally is fine. Yes, it's all the same content over again, plus a couple of like fluff expansions that probably are not even needed. But for somebody who doesn't own any of it, who wanted to get it at like a reasonable price, quote unquote. Yeah, not retail where you are. Yeah, that makes sense, right? I remember it was kind of hard for us to get that the first time because it's like, it wasn't a big print run, I feel. And there's a different publisher that handles the retail. Awaken Realms handles the crowdfunding. And then in all different countries, it's like a different publisher that's handling the retail distribution. So that's how it gets messy, where some people can get that game easy and some people can't, based on who did the printing. I remember that was a problem with that game. And I remember it wasn't easy for us to get it here. And even the expansions too were a little weird. We got a few of them, but yeah, I'm not investing in it a second time. That wouldn't make sense to me, but yeah. Yeah, Yogi needs more depression. Yeah. Just draw better when you're looking for two-handed weapons next time. Yes. I know, I need to discard my items, right? Like, I didn't discard enough town items. This pile should be probably like 50% bigger, and maybe would have found one quicker, but yeah. So what I'll do is before the next stream, I'll reset everything. I'll go through that whole page. I'm not going to do it now on stream. I'll go through disassembling everything, quote unquote saving, and then we'll start I'll schedule another stream, probably later in the week, midweek. I'll schedule the next stream and we'll start with session 2. And then we'll go from there. So we'll need to keep this guild, but we will switch up to a different region of Skyrim, which I feel like I played before. When we played before Skyrim, Overland Mechanics. Did we do this one before? Siege towns. Towns under siege. Freeze. When this unit determines a target, its target must move one item from a ready slot to their pack. If the party's in a siege town, the target must move all their items to a pack. After I finally find a two-handed weapon, you guys are trying to get me to go to somewhere where I'm going to lose my... I'm going to not be able to use my weapons? Oh, that's true! There's multiple Skyrims. What am I supposed to be playing? I don't know. It doesn't say. Skyrim Circle of Champions. Oh, in the Skyrim one it'll tell me. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, there's like 2 maps, right? But 1 gazetteer, right? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay, sweet. I appreciate the help. I do. Alrighty. Okay. That's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much. We will be back with that next session, like I said. And yeah. we will play again. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the help. I appreciate the patience during rules lookups. Correcting rules on the fly, helping me with choices, voting on the poll to decide where we go next. Thank you again for the super chats today. Thanks for hitting the like button, all 35 like clickers, much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for subscribing, all that stuff. You know the usual. But yeah, we'll be back in the next one. I appreciate everything. And we'll be playing on Tuesday if Kyle can make it for sure. It might get moved, we'll see. But we do plan on playing Dune Imperium, 3-player game on stream. So come check that out if you're interested. And if you're looking for more Elder Scrolls, check the playlist in the video description to find previous playthroughs or future playthroughs if you're watching this later. And yeah, thank you guys. See you in the next one.